Hello. Can you hear me? Am I coming in clear? Can you guys hear each other? Oh boy. I can I think you guys can hear me, but I can't hear you. Give me a sec. Oh, there we go. Am I coming in like too loud? Or is that good? All right. Yo, is that Eleveny? What's up? I'm good, man. How are you? Oh, hell yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Something still because I stopped playing like I think yesterday. Yeah, yesterday morning.
You're trolling.
Yeah. No, I'm not. No,
Yeah,
I'm not actually. I stopped playing. It's like, oh, I was not gonna get to 50 anyway, so
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah. True. I mean,
Uh,
it is a hell of a grind, and I knew I had a little bit less time, so I was like, "Fuck it, I'm just gonna play for fun." And yeah.
yeah.
yeah,
Yesterday I had a bit of a bucket list stream to just like go around, do like jump quests, go see Junior Balrog, stuff like that.
Oh yeah,
oh, did you
I
see
saw
Juno?
part of
But
the
did you get
stream.
that
No, he
far?
wasn't there, but it was a journey trying to get there because I died twice at like the map right before because the Taro Spears
How
one
much?
shot me.
The Tauromances were one shotting you for how much?
No, the Taro Spears, they were hitting me for just over 1,000. So
Bro, you see what I mean? The monsters are hitting you like a truck.
it
Oh
really,
my
it really,
god.
it really took me back to the old days, though. I mean, it's like,
No,
like trying to get to Junior Balrog.
oh
It
yeah,
went from being a kid again.
yeah, that like Tauromancies were not well. None of the monsters were hitting that hard. It's
No,
crazy.
no,
Jesus.
no. Yeah,
And
like I
then
mean, a wild boar hitting me for like 130 or something is nuts.
Yeah, bro. I don't
okay,
know.
so
Yeah,
yeah,
go ahead.
Grog it was the idea of Grog. So basically like to sit down, chill. But there is a lot of people here. I don't know how to go about it. I don't stream myself, so
Yo,
you can just like
come chill where we can hang together, Brad. Where are you? You're in Little
yeah.
Harbor?
But I am at Little Harbor. But is this where you're gonna be? Like a Little Harbor?
Let me invite you guys to a party, right? So
I
you can
I,
find
I
it.
invited you actually. I
Oh,
sent you
okay,
an
okay.
invite. So.
Let's find a little corner and list and hang.
Yeah, there are
Yeah,
a lot
it's
of people.
This is where the party is popping.
yeah, like channel 1, I guess, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I am on the right. Like
I see your
close to
yes.
the portal,
I
yeah.
see someone. Yo, I see Eleveny. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm actually getting like a tiny bit of lag here from it
Yeah, me
trying to
too.
load in everybody.
I'm having like little frame drops, I guess.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
But I guess it's not as bad as it used to be, though, huh?
Yeah.
Like it can really handle a lot more than it used to. This would
Yeah,
have like
yeah,
frozen my
100%.
game back in the day.
100%. Yes. Yo. So
I
yeah,
keep losing you. I can't like I see you on the mini map, but then I
really? I didn't lag that much, and my PC is not like the greatest, you know.
No, I just mean I can't find any of your characters. Like I see the you.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
Leveny's
it's all the way to the right. Channel 1, all the way to the right, close to the
all
portal.
the way to the right. Okay.
Yeah,
Leveny's
close to the
playing on
portal.
a potato. All right.
No, no,
Yeah,
no, no, no.
I'm just trolling.
Here we go. I can breathe. There we go.
I can breathe.
Oh my god.
Yo, so you didn't find your hair though, right? That's the
No, they don't
closest that
have
you're.
it. Yeah, this is the closest. Funny thing is, in their little like banner for Classic World, they have a character that has that hair. So I'm like,
Really?
this is false advertising. Yeah.
I really hope they have the Tornade because that is my hair. And it's an OG hair, so well, it's pretty Big Bang. I don't know if it's like patch 1 OG. But eventually I'll get it,
Yeah.
right? Hopefully.
Yeah, for sure.
But hey, I got most of my fit. It's funny because this is literally my fit. Maybe the blue bubbling shoes instead of the green slimes. But hey, F it, man. It's pretty close.
I don't have a drip at all. I was just my drip is the game's drip, so I don't. I just use whatever I have on. I actually like a lot of some of the gear in the game.
Yeah,
Um,
no, I agree. I
I
agree.
I
I
like
went
to.
through a few phases where, like, at one point I wasn't using any NX.
Yeah,
I,
bro.
at the end I ended maximalist. I just try to use as much as I could.
Yeah, to use the.
I like the idea to have some drip, like glasses and like maybe a hat or no hat, like to show your hair,
Yeah,
and that's
for
it.
sure.
But
I'm still
especially
debating.
waters, I like that.
Yeah, I'm still debating if day one I want to look like OG or if I'm gonna full drip out.
Depends what's
Mm.
available, I guess. It's also really
Right.
easy to go full drip because the LP is like all free. It like literally costs us nothing.
Yeah, but on release, are you gonna full drip out?
If they have good stuff,
All
if they have decent stuff, at the very least, I will full drip out for like the hair and stuff. That's like the most necessary stuff.
Yeah, I'm
I can't
100%
even play
buying
the
shit.
game until I get the look right. Just the base look.
Would you let them know that hey, you gotta put my hair in the game kind of thing?
Stuff. As if they'd listen decent stuff.
I know, right?
At the very least,
Which is like one of my coming up video. I have so much stuff coming up. I'm gonna schedule some videos because I'm gonna get a surgery. Like I'm gonna get my wisdom teeth out. So
oh, okay.
in May, so I'm not gonna be able to talk for a little bit properly. So I'm
You're
gonna
gonna be
record
drinking
it.
a lot of soup, huh?
Yes, the Zoop boy.
I had that operation a little while back. It was more
Oh,
uncomfortable than I thought it would be, but it was pretty quick, all things considered.
really? Like you heal? People say that, right? So the doctor say, "Oh no, you're gonna heal like in a week or something." It's like, what, really?
Yeah, they also told me that I wasn't gonna feel anything, but I did feel something. It wasn't pain, but it was like a lot of pressure because they like use like they kind of use like a spoon. I don't want to scare you or anything, but it's like they kind of use like a spoon like object to basically like break off the pieces after they initially like fracture it. You know what I mean? It's a really strange sensation, but I thought
Yeah.
the healing was fine.
So, anyways, I'm having that. So
Okay, good luck.
I'm gonna
Good luck. Yeah.
yeah. So I'm recording a couple of stuff and then schedule them or something. Oh, someone died. Wait. Oh, there's summoning stuff.
Yeah, there's something.
Yeah,
like,
they
I saw
are.
about Rog earlier. Yo, did my
Damn.
game crash? My
You
game
disappeared.
Yeah, well, you're not here anymore.
Oh shit, there's a zombie mushroom.
Bro, the lag is.
Oh god, all the deaths.
Jesus.
All right, I blame OBS. I'm streaming this. Do you guys mind if I stream?
No.
Oh no.
That's what I was trying to figure out. Like, Layman told me that like we should stream this, and I was thinking of streaming like the last like 30 minutes or whatever anyway. So, it's up to you how you guys want to do it.
I'm dying.
You're dying. Oh boy.
And I almost crashed.
I'm dying because my game doesn't launch.
I don't have that much meat left. I like spent all my money yesterday.
I saw you giving it away on a jump quest.
Dude, I was like last place. It was so embarrassing. But hey, I guess it's better than like winning myself.
Oh!
I didn't do any of the jump quests actually.
Oh, I did.
I was able to do
Force of Patience.
what's it? Elenia and the Kerning one, but the Sleepywood one, I think you have to have the quest for it. I couldn't get in.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to have the quest, yes.
But yeah,
higher
and I think it's
level.
like higher level. Yeah, I saw Dino doing it later or earlier today, and I was like, oh, okay, you just have to be high level.
I wanted to do it. I love jump quests, but
That's like one of my favorite ones. So yeah, I was bummed about not doing it.
Yeah, well, the Sleepy one is my
Oh,
favorite
shit.
actually.
What's he spawning? Okay, just more.
Oh, boy.
So okay. Oh my god.
yeah, you know what I might do?
Yeah, I'm gonna die.
The inside of the shop. Oh,
No. Nowhere safe, man. The
nowhere
other
safe?
yesterday I was hiding out in the potion shop and the GM killed me.
I'm hiding inside the potion shop right now. They're probably gonna spawn something in here.
Yeah.
Where are you guys?
I am fighting the horde.
Yeah.
Mm.
All right, let me see.
The only safe place is the cash shop at this point.
True.
I think I'm gonna die.
Yo, don't
They're
die.
hitting me too hard. You guys notice that the iframes are 3 times like shorter, right?
Yes,
I didn't
yeah.
notice until like the very end.
You definitely
It's
you definitely
crazy.
notice when you're trying to body block. Do you know what I mean? When you
And
try
when-
to run through a
yeah,
mob,
and-
and
yes.
it's a lot less forgiving than it normally would be.
Wait, so is that indirectly a cleric buff because it can pop like invincible more?
It's crazy. It's a indirect nerf to warriors.
No, it's a buff because they can power guard more often. They do more damage.
Oh my gosh, shut the fuck.
Dude, they gotta turn down that sound effect though. That
Oh
sound
my
effect
God.
is so loud. The ching.
The guard. Yes, it's a bit
Yeah.
loud. Yes, I agree. Yes.
Yeah.
It is a bit loud.
I think the new BGM for whatever Forgotten Hollow is a little bit loud as well, but
It
it's
is.
good. I like it.
I noted that yesterday. Yeah, that when you go there, it's immediately louder than all the other stuff.
Yes,
but
that's correct.
it is. It is really good, and I actually was really impressed with it.
Yeah, me too. I like it,
It feels
because
it feels different, but it should. You know, like it's supposed to be forgotten. You know, it's like old and forgotten.
it reminds me of what's it called? Of Hollow Knight.
Yo, somebody said that last night in my stream.
Yeah. To me, it
Yeah.
reminds me a little bit of, I don't know if you guys played like the Tales games, like Tales of Symphonia, or the Final Fantasy games. It reminds me of that, like Final Fantasy,
I could see that.
for some
I've
reason.
never played those.
A little JRPG vibe.
Yeah, like the old Final Fantasy games.
All right, so I'm
Yeah.
gonna probably try to stream this on my end as well.
Yeah, do that.
I'm just gonna step away for a minute and grab a drink. All right?
Mhm.
Hopefully they don't kill me.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. I have to yeah, as I was saying, I have to record a couple of stuff. That is like I wrote down a list of the things that I want to talk about.
Okay. I have
And-
a small list as well.
Like I have a big list, so I have to create like a couple of videos. I think I have to create up to 3 videos to break down all of the topics
Hmm.
in a separate way. One of the topics that I have is like Nexus communication. Interestingly, because there is something off about the way they're doing certain things, like communication wise. For example, I don't understand why to big streamers, because or big streamers or big content creators, like Eleveny or even Joe Hawk and people like that,
Mhm.
they didn't just like approach to them and say, hey, just here's a key, or or have a closer communication with them.
Yeah.
I don't understand.
I think I don't know. I feel like Nexon has been. It's like a combination of being disconnected with the community, so they just like post their things and they don't really respond to a lot of people. Once they tried to do like a big content creator collaboration with Niru, it was one of the first collaborations, or like one of the more impactful collaborations they had done in many, many, many years, and they did it because
That's right, yeah.
he was like the first level 300, and then they directly said, "Yo, come to his stream. There's gonna be a big party, all of this." And do you know the Niru thing, right? You know what happened?
Yeah, I know.
Like the level 300 thing.
Yeah, the level 3.
Yeah, for sure.
So MapleStory directly collabed with him, and then he took the opportunity to say all
To rage, yeah, to
Yeah.
like
and I
rant
think,
about the game that he likes.
yeah, and so basically, I think before Nexon had separated from content creators a little bit, but that like just opened up the chasm so much. After that, I think they just had a bad how do I say that? Like experience, and they're like, yeah, fuck content creators.
I don't know, but
I mean, you could be right. I wouldn't be
The
surprised
thing
if
is-
that
is
was
the
one of
thing
the
is-
moments. Go ahead.
yeah, go ahead. Yeah, no, go ahead.
I wouldn't be surprised if that's one of the moments that made them like take another step back. Like I feel like they'd always been sort of hands off, but with the Niru thing, they were like, to them, they're like, okay, let's really embrace this guy and everything. And then, it turned out sour. And then it was sort of like, the meme where like there's like a little blob in a box, and then he tries to venture out, and then he gets punched, and he's like, never again.
No,
You know what I'm talking about?
Let me see. Blob
Blob
Punch
box meme.
box meme. I've never seen this meme ever, but
Okay. I feel like that's. I mean, not
never
trying to
again.
make them
Yeah,
seem
I
like
saw.
a.
I understand that. Yeah, I see.
Oh,
it.
and they
Yeah,
go
not
back
trying
in
to
the
say they're
little
like a
box.
victim in this, but I could see how they're like, let's not do that again.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so too. I think they were a little disconnected, and then that just made it even worse.
It could be actually. The problem is that if you do you guys follow MapleStory social medias?
No, like like the Facebook one.
I
Sorry,
follow the
Facebook one
Facebook and the
way
Instagram one,
back in
which
the
is the
day.
same one. It's
Yeah.
just both of them are the same. And they started to be more active like lately
Hmm.
in the social media and stuff. So and it seems to be that they want to be more relatable and stuff like that, but at the same time they have zero to no communication with the community like closely. Like for example, one of the things I want to talk about in one of my videos has to do with the community managers in the Discord. They are promoting the Discord a lot, but the thing is that the community managers are ghosts. They don't talk. They don't say anything in the channels, and if you try to message them to ask a question, they never respond. I try to test it with all of them. Like send them a message, hey, can I ask you hi, I'm part of the, can I ask you a question? Like something simple. And not even a no, not even a nothing. Not even submit a ticket, nothing. And I actually try to talk to the people in the Discord, say, hey, how do one get in touch with the community managers? And they say, no, that's impossible. You have to, if you have something with your account, submit a ticket, and you can submit a ticket if you have a problem with your account. Yes, but that's more like customer support more than a person being in the community. Like Discords are, in my opinion, they're supposed to be more community focused and more open to interact with the people in the community, not like, oh, you see this community manager there, that's just for that person just bans you and posts announcements and that's it. It's just like, I don't know, but
Yeah. I just think they're like PR trained to not talk to people unless they
probably.
are, trying to talk about a specific thing. The reason why is like if they have to respond to every person that tries to reach out to them, they would have to respond to 3,000 people a day, right? So it's better to
I
just
I I, I thought about that too. Yeah.
yeah. That's what I think, right? Because at that point, if they are actual Nexon employees right now, even if they're community managers of like a Discord, they're not developers, they're not any of the sort, they're just community managers. Still, if they're on the paycheck of Nexon's gonna tell them, listen, we can't have you like talking to every single person back because it opens the floodgates, right? You respond to one person and then everybody's sending you DMs because you responded to this one guy. So you will respond to me, right? Right? And then yeah.
Yeah.
And they've always been like low on communication overall.
Yeah, I just wish. There is a trap, by the way, in the show about the tub. There are like 6 Balrogs in there. All of them are dead.
So I'm streaming it, and some guy called Cute Satan 4772 asked if you don't mind answering. Do you guys think the game is ready to release soon, or are some of the things that are major issues that need to be resolved first?
I was asking what?
Do you think the game's about to be? He's basically asking if it's ready to release soon, or do you think there's major like issues that need to be resolved first before?
No, I don't think the game should release anytime soon, and it's ready to release. Like, let's think about it for a second, right? So let's be reasonable and don't think about the don't think about the oh my god, the rush and the desperation of playing the game. If you're a developer and you need to, and you, let's say they have a certain amount of developers for this, and they say, hey, they haven't even collected the feedback properly. Like this feedback, that what do you want the feedback to be heard, right? So you want these changes to apply it, or the most popular ones and whatever. They need to first implement them, test them, and follow the software not maintenance, but implementation process of certain things and fixing things and doing this testing and whatever, instead of like just us testing it for them. We will test it obviously further, but at least they have a base, right? So like, having said that, after they collect all of these and implement all of these things, I think like minimum 2 months. I mean, to have something available. Like,
Yeah,
really, people that say like May, it's ridiculous. It's just like it's
copium.
It's copium.
Yeah. No, I mean, it'd be funny, but there's no way with everything they've been saying. And I know you were talking about the communication being a little off with the community managers. The only situation in which I've been impressed has been with what's his name, Inkwell and Nemi, I guess, that they've actually been talking straight to people. I know they haven't been able to answer everybody because, you know, like 20 people are talking to them at the same time. But I was impressed that they were trying to give us some answers, even if they weren't like fully developed answers. And the vibe I'm getting for sure is that it's gonna take some time.
Yeah.
So I would be impressed with even a summer release at this stage.
Yes, 100%.
I agree.
Like my prediction would be like actually September. Like that would be my actually, but August maybe. June, it's a bit of a stretch, but yes. And I know, like, for example, people like Dino Fries, like I've asked him the question and he says, no, this is ready, this should release right now, May or something like that. And I'm like, yeah, I think people like him say that because of course you want to play the game. A lot of people say that because we love this game, right? We want to play it, we want to stream it, we want to already get into the grind. That is going to be a long grind, but we want to get into it already. We're excited, right? So, but I am very realistic in life, so I don't think, like, I see it from a realistic perspective. It's like, really, do we really want the game in this state right now? No, I mean, there are things to be fixed. There's issues, a lot of issues, in the game that I think require attention. So
I'm with Dino in that, like, I'm ready to play it, you know.
Yeah, I'm ready to play
works and all, you know, because I had a blast playing just it in its state now, as flawed as it is. So I know they could take the approach of just fixing it as they go, but it sounds like they don't want to do that. It sounds like they really want to get the balance right, and that was the thing that really stuck out to me yesterday. That Inkwell was saying that their priority right now is focusing on balance.
Correct. And look.
Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, because the rest of the game is kind of there. I mean, the quests are implemented. Yeah, they could tweak the XP. You know, the mobs, everything's where they should be. The mob spawn rates and stuff like that are pretty much okay. You know, it just comes down to the numbers.
Listen, I'm not gonna spoil.
I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
Only thing I'm gonna say is there's a lot of things that need like very minor tweaks that I don't think they will take a long time, right? Or that they probably would take a long time. But yeah, I do think it's gonna be at least a few months, and maybe even I'd say like 2 months to maybe another beta or test, and then 2 or 3 months more for release. So I'm in between like 5 to 6 months for actual release.
Yeah. Okay. So there's this thing I was thinking. Okay, I was a lot of us are ready to play, like Dino Fries, us. We're ready, right? We're let's say veterans, right, of the game.
Yeah,
we're ready. We're ready to play right now. But the way I see it is like I see it more from a healthy standpoint perspective of the game. I think that if their game is released right now, most people would quit after a month or so, because I was watching different streamers before I had the key that they were actually saying, oof, this is rough. I mean, and this is like, they were not feeling it. And a lot of them actually stopped playing for a little bit and they took their time. They were exploring some things, sure. But you could tell that they really didn't want to do the grind, right? Like the heavy grind or whatever. And of course, we can say that we can cast these people away. It's like they don't matter because this game is a grindy game. It is what it is. But And I agree. I mean, like the game is a grindy game, and it should stay that way. But I think there are improvements that can happen, right? So the fact that they can just take their a little bit longer to fix things, make sure that it's a little bit friendlier for the people that are not as hardcore as us, let's say.
Yeah.
So because I was loving the interesting things like the challenging of the game is more challenging, and I was actually liking that. And at the same time hating it. It was like a hate like relationship there because warriors are like in a very bad state right now. It's so hard
Yeah.
because of the iframe stuff. One thing it's like that hits them hard because we have to get there and get hit, and warriors were not able to properly fight bosses like at the Kerning PQ because the boss was pushing us away all the time because the iframes are too low.
Hmm. Yeah, I think
like
it's not even about the damage. It's also the knockback that's very annoying.
The knockback it's farther, right? Like it pushes you back farther.
It feels like that, but I don't know.
Feels like it. I don't think so. I think it's the same, but because it's
Okay.
more frequent as a warrior, it's very hard to like stay in melee range. If you're taking
Right.
damage, you're taking damage, but it really hinders DPS, which is like the worst part.
Mhm.
Well, obviously
Yeah.
the damage.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, if you're always getting pushed back, and then the meso cost on top of that.
Mm-hmm. It's like
Yeah, it's really hard.
everything.
It is
That's the
really
part that really
hard,
makes
but-
it brutal.
Like and this is why I am telling you guys that I see it from a perspective of like a business like if business and having more customers, if you will, like more players. Like if you imagine this, like a normal player, there were situations in my playthrough where I was about to be broke in a way that I had to go back to a very low level area to farm pots, right?
True.
That I
Mhm,
or
yeah.
something like that. I was very close to that, but never got there. I was always be able to manage. I started making good profit after level 30 plus, like actually like seeing an improvement on profit.
Mhm.
And imagine like a regular player that is not like hardcore than I am or whatever, right? If that player gets to that state of like being poor, like ridiculously poor, he would be like, oh, do I have to sit down on a chair or go back to like farm pots I don't know, and they just quit, right? So there's so many games out there like that people would be, I would just play the next thing, whatever, and they just drop this thing immediately. But in my opinion, I think it would be healthy to have more players, like to have a solid foundation of this game, and then like to be one of the top classic experiences, so I think
Yeah, so it needs to be a little bit more friendly towards like your typical player. And I think
Yeah,
a lot
I
of people forget that like the average Mapler, like, the average Maple player has like fond memories for it and comes back for the nostalgia, but they don't really get past like Ludi PQ level range. Do you know what I mean? Like I feel like
Yeah.
your typical player, that's around where they stop. Like once Ludi PQ's over, they really slow down and they might even quit, So for it to be really brutal in the first 10, 20 levels, it's not good, because that's not going to keep them around.
Yeah, I agree.
Mhm.
I think that the game is like very punishing right now. So I wanted to address a few things, right? Because some people have been bringing up that drop rate is too low and that meso is too low, and I don't think that's the big problem. I think that keeping inflation low, like keeping drop rates low, will keep inflation low, which I think is good. However,
Mhm.
just because drop is low overall, potions
Mhm.
shouldn't be very scarce. So I think that they should find a way to either provide more potions, because if you do everything
Mhm.
correctly
Mhm.
and you know about the game, like us 3, and you play the game, you're barely like managing. So a person
Yes,
that's
correct.
new to the game, that is bound to make mistakes, that is bound to
Right.
go to high level areas and not know they're high level until he dies, they're not going to be able to afford potions. They're not going to be able to like afford that low level grind. And there was actually a study on like player retention and gaming retention a few years back. It was a player retention in the first week of gameplay, right? Like if you play more than a week, you are more likely to stay for it for at least a few months. And if you quit
Mhm.
it in the first week, you're less likely to like ever play the game again.
Come back.
Yeah.
Correct. Yes.
And it's interesting, right? Because 90% of the people that quit in the first week actually quit in like the first 2 hours, and like
Oh my
70%
god.
was in the first 1 hour. So
Yeah,
that tells
that's
you
true.
that first impressions in a game and like first introduction and interactions in a game really matter with player retention, especially in a live service game
Mhm,
like MapleStory. And
mhm,
yeah, people are
mhm,
not gonna stick around if they realize they are, past level 10. Okay, we got done with the tutorial, and we did our first job, and then you're having a struggle. You're in the struggle bus even to like farm the first levels
mhm.
because you run out of potions. I think that has to be like fixed, especially
Do
for
you know?
people
Do
that
you
have
guys?
never played the game.
Do you guys know Just Face?
Yes. Yeah. He
Yeah,
covers like all the MMOs and stuff,
yeah.
right? Yeah.
I
I don't
follow
know who
him
that
and listen
is.
to. Oh, what? That guy is super
Josh
famous.
Strife Hayes. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
Josh
like
Strive Hayes. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah. Never mind. I
Just
have.
Face. Yeah, yeah,
He's
yeah. Amazing guy.
he's the
So
goat.
yeah, yeah, he is, and he talks about many MMOs. And one thing that agree so much with him is that it's the games MMOs are supposed to eliminate as well, not all games, but MMOs are supposed to eliminate as many quitting moments as possible. And this is what people don't understand. If you are a returning player, you used to play classic long time ago and you're coming back, whatever, but you are a little bit rough around the edges in the game, and then you come into the game and it is that rough at the beginning, that's a quitting moment right there.
100%.
And then we need to understand, and that's what something that Just Rafe says is that we need to understand that not everybody is a sweat. I
Mm-hmm.
mean,
Yeah.
MMOs, like people say, like, oh, I really like Dark Souls. I love Dark Souls and I love Elden Ring. I love it. One of my favorite games. Elden Ring, Sekiro, one of my I love hard games. But that's because those games are sold like that. Those are not MMOs. And this game is not sold as hardcore MMO Dark Soul like
Yeah.
MapleStory. It's like this is not the selling point of this MMO. The
Yeah, I
selling
agree.
point of this MMO is an MMO that have fun or whatever. And if it's so brutal at the beginning, you just shit, I'm gonna go play, I don't know, Fortnite or whatever. So, and it's interesting because people also say, like I said, I've had discussions with people about this, like in many fronts. It's like, oh, but you have a hardcore World of Warcraft that you die and that's it, and people love that. It's very popular.
Mhm.
And I'm like, yes, but like these are two different MMOs, and World of Warcraft has a huge player base. It's different. Like MapleStory doesn't have that player base. So, and yeah, I mean, I feel like if they release the game right now as it, people are gonna join, quitting moment, and it doesn't get where I want it to be. I want MapleStory to be one of the top classic experiences out there. With, of course, maybe not as uh, world classic or old school RuneScape or
Yeah.
whatever, but out there, so it has the potential. MapleStory is popular,
It,
like
it has the potential to be, uttered in the same breath as OSRS and WoW Classic. I believe that.
I agree.
You
I
know, like
think it's
top
gonna
five
be.
classic MMOs for sure.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be. It can be top 5, top 3 even. I don't ever
Hmm.
think it's gonna be bigger than OSRS or WoW Classic, but it can be like the third top, and that is like enough recognition of its own, right? Like the big 3 classic. Right now, people think classic MMOs, and the first thing that comes to mind is OSRS and WoW Classic. Sometimes people will mention a third or fourth, but they default to those 2 games, and defaulting to Maple as the third biggest would be really cool, right? Like when people talk classic games, they say MapleStory. One thing that you were mentioning, Layman, is that yeah, people love hardcore WoW. I'm a big WoW player. I play Classic. I actually
yeah.
started playing WoW after Classic launched. That was my first interaction with the game. I loved it so much that I played it for a few years. However, people can opt into hardcore or out of hardcore, right? Like there's you can play hardcore, but you can just opt out of that and just play the game as slow and as patient and as how easy as you want it, right? If you don't care about dying and you want to play like a hunter or warlock, which are like the easy classes. And so that should be somewhat of an option in MapleStory, right? Like playing easy mode quote unquote should be okay. Like you shouldn't be defaulted to hardcore. People say that, oh, you know, MapleStory has to be the hardcore game. It always has been. Well, maybe that's something that can change. I think. I mean, the experience has been awesome. Kerning PQ was awesome, although not very rewarding. Hopefully they fix that. But I think the experience was awesome. And if you want a challenging game, MapleStory has 200 levels, Brad. 200. There's no
It's
reason.
years of gameplay.
Yeah, years
years
and content and like how do you say that? Like expansions and expansions of different countries. So, well, I don't know if to say countries, whatever, like locations in the game world. But what I'm trying to say is, you don't have to make the game Dark Souls from level 10. It has 200 levels. Like you could say after like level 90 it starts becoming really challenging, and after 120 it starts becoming Dark Souls, right? But maybe the beginning doesn't have to be that hard, right? Maybe the beginning can be something like
this is this is the point. There is someone in your chat of Eleveny that said the mentality of people joining classic MMOs is that they're hardcore by nature, because classic is typically associated with hardcore. And the problem with that is not necessarily, especially at the beginning. That's the problem. Like at the beginning, a classic experience, let's say, like for example, World of Warcraft. Like, I'm not talking about World of Warcraft hardcore, because that's literally for hardcore players. Like the basic WoW classic. Like at the beginning is fine. I mean, you do your quests, everything is okay. Later on, you start seeing elite mobs and other mobs, and then you go from there. Like WoW Classic is not like brutal in the sense of like, oh my god, what am I supposed to do? You always have quests to do, and running out of money is very unlikely. Like the problem with what I saw is like, Jesus Christ, it was ridiculous. It was brutal, like how little money we had. And they did something interesting with this game where they made mobs, like with this classic world, they made mobs hit harder. And they increased the amount of HP and MP that potions give, but they kind of counter each other. So now you have pots that technically are cheaper because now they heal more, but at the same time you need more.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You need a lot more. That's
you need a lot more.
The balance is really off there.
And I really like that's something for the videos that I would create later on about that when this is over. But I really like the fact that the game is more challenging when it comes to the mobs hitting you, like the hitting like damage and whatever. Because one thing is I hated about MapleStory Classic back then is that before you went to a place like Deep Looty or whatever, mobs were hitting you like nothing. It was whatever. Oh, I'm like they need to hit me like 20 times or 10 times to kill me or something like that. And then all of a sudden you go to Deep Looty and you die in 2 hits. Yeah, so you're not trained. You're like, no, there's not a training process. It's like all of a sudden, boom, you're dead. It's like, what? I cannot be here. I'm not supposed to die in 2 hits. Let me go back to what it was. So here, I like that there is a training on that regard, that you have to lock in a lot of cases. You cannot just like brain dead, like, oh, I'm gonna die in 20 hits or something, so whatever, I can pod slowly and not focus that much. But I was locked in. When I was like a warrior in the ant tunnel, I was completely locked in. Like
I died like 3 times in KPQ. I had to like start paying attention, you know?
King Slime slaps. And so do the crocodiles, honestly.
Lock in 100%. And then I like that because then you're more trained to that. But at the same time, pods should be more accessible. Like that's my problem. Like one of my main problems is like pods should be, if they're gonna keep it like this curve of difficulty, pods should be more accessible for sure. But
I mean, it's just a matter of getting the balance right with either the meso drops, or I know they did actually buff potion drops, and I don't know if you guys noticed that in the past day or two, that potions were dropping a little bit more frequently.
I noticed. I thought it was me. I thought it was me.
I thought it was me too, but some people were mentioning that, and I was like, oh yeah, you know, right. And you know what else? The like buff pots were dropping more too, like the sniper pots, the speed potions, like the little vials, like
Mhm.
those are dropping more too, which is interesting, because those actually like are pretty NPCable. But yeah, it's just a matter of making that balance work out so that breaking even is like the default, basically, where breaking even should be pretty much guaranteed unless you're getting hit way more than you do damage. And then on
Correct.
top of that, just like a little bit of equipment drops makes the profit. And that's the way it, traditionally has been.
Mhm.
So it's like people say MapleStory was rough back in the day, but it wasn't this rough, right?
Right.
So they just need to at least bring it back to that level where it was a little bit
Mhm.
more sustainable. Because
Mhm.
yeah, they have a long time to ramp up that difficulty.
Yeah. I told you when you started, it's like 2,000 pesos is a lot. You will see.
Yeah.
No, he got like
When you
8,000. He's like, oh, 8,000 is you're rich.
Dude, I would
um
not have made it. I was like I I had this dude Jeffrey showing up at every single stream. He would just drop by and give me like 100 lemons, 100 orange pots, like
that's a
a
lot.
bunch of arrows. If it wasn't for him and then like a couple other people who helped me out,
Right.
I think I would have been like going back to like to pigs or something, like something super sustainable, or maybe I would have
Mhm.
stayed at octopus forever. Like it
Yeah,
was
I
really
stay at
hard to make
Octopus
profit.
like for a lot. Yes. Yes, it
Octopus
was.
so
It was
dirty.
terrible. The same guy, like Emperor Bello in the chat, is saying talking about the drops and how cheap they are right now to sell on the NPC.
Yeah.
That is
I'm okay with that
yeah, that
actually.
is
Sorry to cut
yeah,
you off,
yeah,
but
yeah.
no problem.
Yeah, I'm okay too with that actually. There is an interesting thing that I hope people catch up with it. In the economy of the game, which is another topic of another video that I want to talk about the economy of the game right now. And classic, it's gonna be different than what we know. For example, like before in classic, I used to be a hermit, and steelies used to be between, if I remember correctly, something like between 7 mil to 10 mil for one steely. The economy of the game has changed in a way that I hope people notice that mesos are worth more, if that makes sense. Like before, like meaning that right now in this classic world experience, a steely should not be 7 mil or 10 mil or whatever. Obviously, depending on how much people are willing to pay, but I think a steely price would drop to 2 mil or something, and 2 mil would be the equivalent of 10 mil before. That's what I'm trying to say. Like mesos, I
Yeah.
don't know if you guys noticed that mesos are worth more. That if you sell a steely for 2 mil, it's good or something like that. I don't. Yeah,
I agree.
there's
No,
something there. Yeah.
there's less inflation in the game, basically. Like I saw the most expensive items in beta going for like 400,000. At this point, the amount of farm that people have done, some of the obviously the level 50s, they would have probably back in the day gotten millions and millions. That item, instead of selling for 400,000, probably would have sold for like 10 mil back in the day. And yes, I believe that someone could have gotten 10 mil in this beta back in the day, right? Some people farmed crazy amounts, right? But that's good for the game, I think, because when you limit the generated meso, so when I say generated, is either the meso that comes from the ground or when you sell to a NPC in the game, it's not traded meso. Like traded meso is perfect for the economy. Generated meso, however, really scales exponentially with bots, right? And so if they keep the generated meso in the game very low and you also see that, I'm sure you already know, but whenever you trade, now it's a flat 5% decrease, right? So before it was like 1 to 2% to 3%, which
Right,
the
it's scaled
maximum.
with the amount.
Now it's a flat 5% always. So not only is there less meso generated in the game, there's also more meso leaving the game through trades. And so I think that's just a hard counter to further inflation in the game. Because if they keep things like super inflated, people are gonna like reach the 2 billion mark, which is like the meso cap. They're gonna reach that in a few weeks. Like bots will reach that in a few weeks, and then they're just gonna start selling in the like third-party websites or whatever.
Yeah, and funny enough, like the fact that the drops are cheaper, it helps with the concept that I was mentioning in our last conversation, where gachapon I think is gonna happen. Is I think it's gonna happen in some way or another. I hate it. I would hate it if it happens. Let's say that it happens. It's less likely to profit out of gachapon like random drop items, because selling them on the NPC is gonna be, you're gonna get less mesos, right? So, yeah. I know the economy, like the whole economy, inflation or whatever, will catch up, as someone was saying in the chat, but I hope that it catches up properly, that people understand that things cannot be sold so high. Obviously, it depends on what the market. This is like an MMO is like the real. Like people would sell it as the price that the other people are willing to buy it. So it's gonna catch up to a point. It's like, what's the price of a steely, to put an example, in this economy? And people probably would play around with it. Is it 5 mil? Never sold. Nobody's bought it. Is it 4? Is it? And then go from there. So I don't know.
And to some degree that like also scales with like just the age of the server though. Like I remember in Artale, do you guys know the Diao Chen sword that would drop from Cloud Foxes? It's like super rare. Well, in Artale, like, you know, going luckless was the way to go, and that was the best weapon you could have. You know, most people were rocking Yellow Umbrella that they bought for like 200k or something. But the Diao Chen sword would be an upgrade over that. But like at the time, I remember there was only one on the market, and they were like wanting like, I don't know, 15 mil for it or something. But over time, you know, you started to see that number creep down as more entered the market, and you'd start to see them for 5 mil, 2 mil, you know, 1.5. And I think that's where I bought in. At one point, I got it like when it was actually affordable. But so it's like that's another aspect of it, that it's like there's the scarcity of like super rare items that will also make it super high at first. And then you have the other aspect, which is just that people don't have that much money at first.
I've never seen this sword in my life. Oh, this is a one-handed sword.
Yeah. And it
So
has
it's a warrior
attacks.
Dexterous thing.
So you could use
It's also a cash shop item, which is funny.
Yeah.
Okay, I've never seen this sword in my life.
It's a really cool looking sword. But yeah, I think some items, depending on the rarity and it's like the production to demand curve, where if there's little production and there's really high demand, things are gonna go up through time. Or if there's more production because there's more people farming that, then the demand is gonna go low technically, and so the prices are gonna go down. So it all depends, right? I think very, very rare items, as time goes on, they're gonna go more and more expensive. Things like Ilby, for example, because since it's very limited farm spots, I think they only drop from Mushmom, probably.
Mushmom and as of now, I think it's Mushmom.
And Zombie Mushmom, probably. And then
Zombie
Wabi
Mushmom
I don't think Mushmom.
Or they only Wabi.
No, I don't think Zombie Mushmom drops it.
Yeah, before Wabi dropped from Zombie Mushmom, but I think
it says like BBB says Zombie Mushmom as well.
But
let me check.
Now,
let me check
World, what people have found is both the Mushmoms drop Ilby, and then Wabi drops from Balrog, because Wabi's actually stronger now. They increased the weapon attack, when before both of them were the same.
Wait, you said Wabi?
Yeah, Wabi is stronger now. Ilby, I think it's 27 weapon attack, and then Wabi is now 29.
Oh, that.
When it used
that used to be 27. I remember.
Yeah. But Wabi's buffed now, and it only drops from Balrog, I imagine. I don't know if the Rotten Mushmom, which is also high level, drops it.
Okay.
Well, in Classic World, it's the highest level one, right, of the Mushmoms?
Yes.
That they lowered Zombie Mushmom, lowered regular Mushmom, and now the new whatever it's called, the poison one, is the highest.
Yeah.
So, but that one, do we know the drop table? No, right?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Nemi, someone is saying that Nemi's in the armor shop.
Whoa.
Do you guys?
Yeah, let's go take a look.
Yeah.
I haven't seen Emmy in person yet. I've seen Inkwell a couple times, but
I love her helmet.
Yeah, her helmet is OP. Ooh, did I crash, Anna?
No, I thought the same thing, dude.
Oh, okay.
Are we getting trolled? Oh my god.
We got trolled.
Oh.
Oh man.
I got one shot at Jesus Christ. They one shot me.
What does that mean? Is she actually here?
Oh yeah, Nemi is here. I see.
can't see her.
What is Nemi? I don't see her.
That's hilarious, though. Okay, we got trolled. I'm just gonna stay here, Dad. Oh,
I gotta
Nemi's
turn
have
it
killed
down,
them
these
all.
guys.
Yeah, she's.
Don't they have the GM command kill all?
Okay, so one thing I wanted to ask was, how did you feel turning PQ? Is like the state of turning PQ right now.
Bro, it's disappointing. Okay, look, it's fun. It's just as fun as it always has been.
Mhm.
I had a great time. I had a whole night where all I did was KPQ. You know, we tried to get everybody in the party slime shoes. Which didn't really happen. I don't think only 2 of us got it. But it was a blast, and that's fine. They don't gotta change it. It's just that the meso cost was so bad. Like, I burned through all my cash, and by the end of the night, like, I had no money to continue. Like, you know, I couldn't keep going. So obviously the slime shoes were worth getting, and I got like my little bamboo hat, which was great. But actually, those items aren't even that strong anymore when you think about it.
Yeah.
Kruyo, who's somebody who's been playing with me a lot these past few days, identified that like their level 25 shoe that they could buy, or level 20 shoe something that they could buy from the store, actually like gave better stats than the slime shoes. So as it stands, they gotta either buff the rewards from KPQ, or I mean, I don't know, maybe it's just another symptom of just the damage from monsters being too high. You know, because if it wasn't so hefty on the potion cost, it might be more worth it.
It's crazy when I do KPQ. I get the box, I open the box, and I'm more happy if I get 8 aquamarine ores than I am from the bamboo hat. Like,
dude, I was happy when I got elixirs, because you'd get like what was it, 4 of them or something, like, and those sell for 1k each. So
what?
Yeah.
Oh, well, 8 elixirs. Sorry, not 8 elixirs. 8 ores sell almost for 1k each. So I was like, holy money.
Oh right, like to a player, you mean? Yeah.
No, not even.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that is
nobody
the-
wants elixirs anymore
If
because
you-
they suck.
If you have what do you call
The
it?
cooldown? Yeah, I mean, the cooldown is interesting because it reminds me of modern MapleStory. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
The pots have a cooldown. Maybe they would be useful for bosses instead of just using them like on regular basis. So, I don't know.
I think if they're gonna have a cooldown, they need to at least stay as strong as they were. You know?
I agree.
I
I'm
think
okay
they
with
are
them
now.
having a cooldown.
No, the regular one is only 35% instead of 50.
The regular one is the pinkish one,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah.
How much it used to be? 50?
Yeah,
or
50%.
50? Okay.
50.
Yo,
And
I can't
then
click on Nemi.
I think
I
power
wanted to see
elixirs
Nemi's gear.
are still 100, but I haven't even seen a power elixir in the game yet.
I
Yeah, you
suppose you
guys-
would only get one from Balrog, right?
You
Yeah,
guys
probably.
will definitely, I think you guys will definitely like my breakdown of like different things because there is so much like weird like stuff when it comes to classes that I don't understand. Like, for example, what was the reason of removing bow walking from archers? I don't understand. Like I think they should have left it so when you max your mastery, like the last level, it's like, oh, it removes bow walking or something like that, right? So
Well,
Me and Eleveny
let me
are
chime
gonna
in on
beef
that
up
actually.
about this. But...
Let me chime in. So, I was actually impressed with power knockback. So something I discovered yesterday is that at first it knocks back 2 enemies, but it is like 100% chance if you hit, as long as you don't miss, that you will knock them back. And then on top of that, with our new buff, or debuff, I should say, Amazon's Judgment, which with 1 point you can make it so that over half of your crits are going to give them like a pretty significant speed debuff. That makes it so that the guaranteed crit from power knockback makes it so it's like a really powerful crowd control ability just at level 1. So as long as you have 1 point Amazon's Judgment, you throw 1 point on power knockback. That actually, to me, like I realized, like at level 30, I'm way better off with power knockback than arrow bomb, because arrow bomb only has 30% stun chance, but power knockback is like gonna knock them back, even though it's only 2 enemies, and then give them a slow. So I'm pretty happy with it, honestly, as long as it stays like the way it is, where it's 100% chance to knock back.
Okay.
I
And it gives them a
prefer.
slow as well. Oh, because of the other passive.
Yes, it's because of the slow from Amazon's Judgment, which is
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
first job skill, which is really cool. That's like the best thing that they added to first job because it's actually really powerful.
Then if that's the case, that's fine. Like if
Yeah.
to me, then if the empower knockback is 100% like chance, 100% like guaranteed, and then two
Yes.
enemies, let's say one level of it, yeah, sure. It's
Yeah,
good.
so the knockback's guaranteed, and then it has a 100% chance to apply that debuff because
Oh,
it's
the slow.
guaranteed. It's guaranteed to crit, which is what procs the debuff.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
I think I don't know. I'm kind of in the other side of the spectrum. Like I'm okay with them removing bow whacking again, but I understand that they want to keep like the identity of like bow whacking and stuff. But I actually heard a very interesting comment from one of the people. I think it was in Dino Fry's chat, and they said, "What if they change?" And you that you played Bowman 11, I kind of want to see your perspective on this. What if they change power knockback to first job, and change the Amazon's Judgment to second job? Do you think that would make it feel better, at least for first job?
I think that would be acceptable. Yeah. I think that if they did that, power knockback is going to be even more desirable early on, because that's like the main struggle you have is keeping enemies out of your face. You know, that's like all the gameplay of an archer really revolves around spacing with the enemies. And you know, in first job, since your damage is so pitiful, it's like, you know, things like pigs, like they're going to get all up on you. And one thing that, you know, at first I thought it would help is that double shot hits 2 enemies now. And at first thought you're like, okay, that's good, and it works on like snails and stuff, but on higher level enemies like I don't know, horny mushrooms or something, if your double shot is hitting them and not hitting them hard enough, it's not going to even knock them back, and so then you're aggroing 2 enemies, and then you're going to get run over, right?
Yeah.
So in that regard, like I don't want them to change that. I want double shot to stay as the little pseudo AOE that it is. But I agree that I would accept that power knockback being available earlier because it really is fundamental to archer gameplay. Like it's, you know what I mean? It's not like mastery or booster, which is like quality of life things. Like it's absolutely necessary. And Amazon's Judgment, it seems like almost just like a buff to that. So I could see that. Although, you know, I don't know. I don't expect them to do that, but I would like it.
I'd like it too. If they keep bow whacking in the game, I think that would be a cool change. I mean, I know it's a little drastic, giving them power knockback first job. People might say it's not very classic, right? But I think it would be a good change for Bowman, especially because Amazon's Judgment only procs when you crit, and
Yes.
early game, obviously your crit isn't very high. I mean, you have to put a few points into crit. What's it called? Like crit mastery or something?
Critical shot.
Yeah, you have to put a few points into critical shot first, and even that isn't like very, very high until you get to
Even
second
when you
job and
max
get
it, it's only a 1/4% chance to crit.
35%, I think.
25 on top of your, it's like if you have no other crit sources, critical shot maxed, you have 25% crit rate.
Okay, yeah, so
So
even that's a little low, and
It is.
and so since it only procs when you crit Amazon's Judgment, I think that could be left for later, and then PKB in first job. But you know,
Yeah.
that's just something I saw in the comments, and I hadn't even thought about that. I'm all the time in theory crafting and thinking about how the game can be better, but still keep the essence of classic. And that was a comment that really, you know, sorry, I'm blanking in English right now.
Yeah, that is something that you guys don't know is hold on. The warriors have some weird stuff about their first job skills, where a lot of important skills are like too expensive. For example, like everybody has 61 skill points in the first job to put, and warriors right now have how much? 55 that are kind of a must. Like for example, power strike is 20, and if you like some people, don't max it, but you have to max it if you want to improve your damage, right? So it's the same as slash blast. If you want to have the maximum amount of damage that you can, you should max it. Also, you have the new precise strike, which is 20 accuracy, and warriors desperately need that. And after that, you have like 6 left. That's it. And max HP increase is 15, costs 15 to max. And then you have Iron Body, which costs 20 to max. And I'm not, obviously, you're not supposed to max all of the skills based on the classic experience, but you like Iron Body is interesting because it gives at level 1 10% weapon defense increase for 300 seconds, which is like decent enough. So you can put 1 point and that's it. But like the HP one, you cannot even get close to max it. And right now, as a warrior, I have level 40. I only have like 1 HP, and it's because of that. So right now, I supposed to get more XP, but I'm not. So I think that's something interesting that they have to look into, where maybe either reducing the amount of skill points that Power Strike and Slash Blast require, because warriors are the only, I think it's the only class that must put points into mobbing skills. And the other classes have to make a decide, right? Hunters have the double shot and the power shot or something, and you don't need to have both. You can just have one or the other. Assassins the same, rogues the same thing, and magicians the same. But warriors, you need power strike and you need slash. So you need both of them, and both of them are 20 points. And now precise strike is another must that you must max it, or else you're gonna miss. Right now with the state of the game. So I wonder, I hope that they do reduce the, how do I say, the price, or if you will, like how expensive they are.
I guess.
Yeah. And because it should be nice that you could either max HP or Iron Body, one of the two. Like, and you can decide, right? So at the end of to not have all of the skills. But right now you can't do either, or if you do it, your damage is obliterated. So
I think the accuracy passives, which I guess precise strikes does that, and then like for bowman, even though it's a buff skill focus, like the times that I would pump focus is because I was missing too much, right? So I'd respec and pump into focus. I think that those are not the funnest build knobs, if that makes sense. If you're talking about like knobs that dial in a certain amount of stats, right? So I'd be interested to see if once they fix the accuracy and focus, something like focus and precise strikes become kind of just like a bonus that allows you to maybe be more lax on your dex requirement, for example, for warriors, instead of being an absolutely necessary passive. That may allow for, a little bit more diversity in skill build, which I think is like one of the things that I really enjoyed in the beta is that respecing was so easy. I don't imagine it's going to be as free as it is now, but I'm hoping they keep it somewhat accessible and not like, how before you had to buy a reset for every single point. So it was like really expensive to do. Because I really did enjoy swapping things around. Like there was one night where I did arrow blow, and I saw the merit of that, where it's like, sometimes you would want arrow blow depending on what I'm training at. And then other times, like later on, I tried the max Amazon's Judgment and not going full range on Eye of Amazon and with double shot. Like, like experimenting with that, I think was fun. And I'm hoping that they keep that somewhat, make that like a new flavor, like the fact that not every single character is going to have the same build. Because I just think that's more interesting, because if there's just one best build for every first job, every second job, like, it's almost like, what's the point of the build?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, if they introduce something like dual spec in the game.
Yeah, I would love that. I would love that.
Yeah, I actually did the same of like the respecking, and it was interesting actually. It was a good addition. Obviously it's gonna be gated through next on cash, but if it's just like you respect the full thing and it's not as expensive, it would be an interesting option. Like at least, like for example, let's say for mages, right? So they have the light bulb or whatever, like at the beginning, and then they respec it to the claw or something later on. Can afford it because it's more expensive mana wise or whatever it is, right? So, or like you said, like you need more accuracy. So let me respec so I can get the accuracy through the buff thing that you guys have. I forgot the name. Forgot the name. So yeah, respecing is. I noticed how much I liked it when I was playing the game.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, the sign that I have that they might be open to that being more accessible than before is just the fact that all the skills, even more so than before, there's more skills to put points into that you could possibly max out, which points to the fact that like that you're not supposed to have everything maxed out, and that that rewards respecking. So I'm hoping that that's something that they're open to.
I think Warrior gets the end of the shortest end of the stick out of like all this respecking thing, because since they don't have realistically they don't have any attacks in second job. I think they're the only class in the game that doesn't get a second job attack. So they have to use Power Strike and Slash Blast. At least for,
Look, let me-
for fighter all the way to 120.
let me open the notes that I have for the videos that are coming. For example, with the topic of warriors, there is one that is too many expensive skills. What's their strength? A question mark. It's like let's be honest with that, because warriors, if you think about it, it's like, oh, what's the strength of warriors right now as of like this close beta? Oh, they tank more. No, they don't, because they take like a lot of hits and iframe ridiculously low. So they take a bunch of like they don't tank that much. No, that doesn't exist.
They're not tanky.
So-
you can't even put points in max HP.
Exactly. So then it's like, oh, they have the first AoE mob ability. Sucks. Like, because now it's like only 4 and you actually hit very low. It's not like you're clearing a bunch of mobs. It's like in order for Last Splash to do something, you need a lot of gear, and it's not like as impressive as the others, because on second job, everybody has better AoE. Like hunters have better AoEs, and the fire poison mages, and now even the clerics have better arrows.
Yeah,
Like,
it's so
and then-
embarrassing, man.
yeah. So what's the strength? Question mark. And then bad at everything? Question mark. And then final attack. I hate that final attack locks you in place. I don't understand why they don't make it so it doesn't. Because I like to jump around and move around. So, and sometimes a random final attack would come up that would lock me in place, and I don't want it. It just slows me down. So final attack should get more improvement, definitely. And power guard is another one that is weird that I'm gonna talk about. The good thing is like reduces damage in this like insane situation where mobs are hitting quite hard. So there is something there, which is fine. Weapon masteries, I want to talk about them and their benefits and their downsides. Like, I have the interesting like a lot of topics for warriors. I want to go down and break it down in a video. So yeah, it's warriors are pathetic right now, actually.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
not
they
even
seem to be
funny,
aware of it at least.
Yeah.
I know that they Inkwell did say that the clerics and mages in general seem to be stronger than they expected, and that warriors need the most help.
What do you see that?
They said
Yesterday. Yeah, Inkwell actually, someone brought up, like, do you think any classes need changes? And Inkwell, by name, said, we are looking at warriors at the moment. Like, that is their number one focus, I think.
I hope so. Jesus Christ. Because
Yeah.
I love water and I'm going to make water because I want to walk around as a page with an aura around me. This guy is a high level page. How did you do it? But
Yeah, they
at
get
the
major
same-
props.
yes, but at the same time, I want it to be a little bit more interesting and fun and not brutal. And I'm gonna in the video that I'm gonna make, do a side by side comparison on the iframe. I went into another server that is classic, basically with the old how do I say, the old iframes, and it's ridiculous the difference. It's like I told you, it's 3 times. And you will see it in the video. It's so bad. I'm like, why did they change that? The iframes, that literally affects the waters the most in an insane amount of way. In an insane way, sorry. Like, because the other ones, if you think about it, the other and the bandits as well. But the other classes are range, right? So they are gonna stay as far away as possible most of the time. So they're not gonna experience the iframe problem as much as warriors would, and it's insane the difference. I didn't believe it at the same time. It's like, oh, 3 times as slow. No, it doesn't. It can't be. And then when I check, it's like, oh shit, it is.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah, no,
stupid.
it was definitely a huge indirect nerf to warriors, to everybody, but definitely warriors
Yeah,
felt
yeah.
it the most.
I couldn't do PQ. I couldn't do KPQ. I did it. I did it a couple of times. I got carried by some people in the community. They say, "Oh, Layman,
Lamau.
come." Yeah, exactly. They say it's okay. You're gonna be a burden, but it's okay. And I did it a couple of times with them, and I was literally just not being able to fight King Slime because it was impossible.
Yeah, bro. I mean, at least they're gonna get some love. Hopefully, they get some love in the accuracy department and everything else. I think that a lot of people were complaining about Slash Blast getting nerfed to 4 instead of 6. I think 4 is fine if you want to keep like Ice Lightning as the quote unquote AoE king. But bro, if you're gonna nerf Slash Blast like capacity from 6 to 4, at least raise its damage. I felt like it
Yeah.
was very underwhelming. I played a
It
little
should
bit
have
of
been
Warrior.
distributed.
Yeah, I played a little bit of Warrior, and Slash Blast felt very underwhelming damage-wise. At least range-wise,
Yeah,
it felt
it
good.
is.
The range is
Yeah, range
okay,
wise, it was good. Range was good.
but
Range was good.
the damage, it's so I feel like it's so low, and there's very little scenarios that you even have to use it. That most people that reach 50, they just spam Power Strike all the way to 50. And if you're spamming Power Strike all the way to 50, how is that not just worse than a bandit? Like bandit just seems like the better warrior because you don't get max HP because you don't have points for it. You don't use Slash Blast. If you're only power striking, Savage Blow is just 10 times better. Well, not 10 times,
Yeah,
but at
of
least 50% better.
Of course,
So yeah.
that's right.
And they also got more accuracy. And they have 20% stance.
Someone said opinion on level 1 to 20, 1 to 10, 20, 10 to 20, 20 to 30, and let's say 30 to 40 in my case. 1 to 10 is just fine. It's the same thing. It's normal, it's good, it's chill. Nothing to say about from level 1 to 10. It's like whatever. 10 to 20 is brutal. It's too much. 20 to 30 is even more brutal because in 20 to 30, you feel like you can go to the ant tunnel, but you cannot. So you go back to the old stuff because you at the ant tunnel you're not gonna break. You are gonna lose money at the ant tunnel. And then 30 to 40 is when I started to see, well, at least with the warriors, I started to see profit. And the problem with the profit was that I was seeing profit at the still at the ant tunnel. So I was leveling up at the same ant tunnel level 37 and so on, because if I try to go to the higher level parts, let's say to the loopings of Elenia or whatever, I was not gonna break even. Like for example, the firebores, I was not breaking even there because I was taking too much damage and whatever. So yeah, it feels like when you start making actual profit is like after level 30. So
Yeah.
yeah,
I feel that. I feel the struggle.
yeah, my game is lagging.
Are you
like
guys see?
crazy.
I was gonna say like all the chats are coming in at the exact same time, and then after that it just freezes up for a bit.
Yeah, this is a stress test right there.
You know, it's funny they want to take a picture, but it's like, who's gonna be in this picture? It's just gonna be like a big jumble.
Oh my god.
They gotta
Jesus
take
Christ.
a picture of like every corner of Lith Harbor. Maybe they take like
I'm
50
hoping they
pictures.
have some kind of way to do that, right?
Hopefully, that'd be awesome. Oh man.
It's wild. It's insane.
Overall, I really enjoyed my time in the beta. I would have hoped to play more, but you know, I'll take what I can get.
Oh my god, I
and-
am just like alone with Inkwell right now on the screen. Oh, what happened? Oh, everybody disappeared on my
Yeah,
screen.
did you just like walk out?
Inkwell
No.
was taking a picture with you. Someone said that's why you go pigs till 35. Hoard your funds, then hit you, and they hit you for 1. Yeah, true. I feel like the defense, they're trying to like buff equipment, and they changed a lot of stats and equipment, which I thought was really cool. And then in theory it sounds cool, but in practice it really didn't matter. I feel like you could be wearing nothing and you could be wearing a full set of level 50 gear and you still took like about the same damage.
Yeah, that's what I loved about Layman, your video that exhibited that, you know, with all the gear you could put on, it didn't make much of a difference at all.
Yeah.
Yes, it didn't.
So, which is crazy
Yeah.
because they had been buffing actually like the values of armor or whatever weapon defense that the gear gives you. So at
Mhm.
first I thought
Mhm.
coming in like, wow, we're gonna be tankier and everything. But,
Yeah. I thought so too.
So maybe it's just a matter of tuning down the way the damage from monsters interacts with it.
Yeah.
I guess the formula.
There is like a lot of things. Like for example, the scrolls. I was checking them out. They still have like useless scrolls available that are for weapon. Like the 100% of weapon defense. Let's see. They give how much is it? My God, it's too laggy. Let me see.
The defense scrolls.
Yeah, overall armor, for example. Yeah, so it's +2 defense. Really? That does nothing. It's like the 100%. Like, and let's say that the 60% give what 5. Let's be reasonable.
Yeah.
That still sucks.
Yeah,
It does nothing.
it's too low.
I'm not gonna blow I'm not gonna blow a slot just to put like fucking like 5 defense. Especially now that defense is higher, meaning that 5 defense is little to nothing. Like funny enough, 5 defense +5 defense was more before than it is now.
Yeah.
It's just like what are we doing here?
Yeah. Like
It's
a
like,
shield.
Jesus.
A shield back then would give you like 20 defense. Now some of the warrior shields are like 70 defense. I'm like, holy.
Yeah, 100. You know what?
Yeah,
you know
and
what I
then
mean?
all of
So-
a sudden you want to scroll your shield for +2.
like,
Yeah, there's something off about that.
It goes from 100 to
Yeah.
102.
yeah, they should make these like either remove the like for example like shield defense scroll. Hold on, it's like
Yeah, I'm looking at shield defense scroll right now.
yeah,
100%
it's like
plus
+2,
2.
100, and then 60% should be like what 5 or something. It's still
It's
5.
I think it's like 3.
nothing. Yeah, I'll be reasonable. So it's like 5, let's say. And it's just not.
No.
It's so bad.
There's
So
this
bad.
server I play, Chrono Story, like in the Maple Worlds. Is it
Yeah,
Chrono
I
Story?
know.
I think so.
Yeah.
And they reworked like all the defense scrolls to actually be good. Like if you have a few, it's like
Yeah.
whatever. But if you stack on defense, it actually makes a big difference because
It does. I noticed. Yeah.
like 60% give you like 15 weapon and magic defense and also HP. It gives you like all 3 stats. So if you have
Yes.
like a few gear properly scrolled, it starts making a difference actually.
100%.
And
And I feel like I wish that they did that for this weapon defense like scrolls. It would be good that they make it so a warrior, for example, mainly I think it would be warriors. They can say, you know what, I'm gonna be tanky as fuck.
Yes, it
And I
should be a
wanna do-
viable build to go like max weapon defense on stuff, and it be
Yeah.
worth it to some degree. You know,
That-
it should
I
be like the
would- I
conservative
would-
option.
I would
you wanna save
100% go. Yeah, I would go that build, but it doesn't exist. I mean, it's not gonna make a difference if I go like if I scroll my shield for +2 defense, you know. So I do hope that they look into those actually before releasing.
yeah. I mean, there's a lot of things that could be tweaked, but I think the game is, for the most part, like finished. I think someone said Inkwell
absolutely.
mentioned they're like 70% done, like 70% ready to release. So we'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So somebody in the chat said, "So Orbis at lunch, yes or no?" And I love the lunch part.
No.
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 I hope not. I hope
yeah,
not.
I hope
but
not. I hope not.
I feel like the precedent is there that it could be there, just because Jim has launched with Orbis.
Yeah, I understand.
But if they did do that, I think it would almost necessitate a open beta, which I guess they're probably gonna do at this stage. Because didn't Inkwell say that they were gonna do like a mark of the beta of sorts?
Yeah.
Equal said that.
Yeah, he said that they're gonna do a mark of the beta at some future opportunity. He was vague about it,
What
but
is mark of the beta? What does that mean?
it was the bandana. So people in the original
Oh,
GMS
mark of
beta,
the beta.
yeah, it
Yeah,
was
I
like the
know.
bandana.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I think so too. At first, I thought they weren't gonna do more betas, or they didn't actually need it. But with the state of the game right now, like how this beta, or technically it's not a beta, but how this test went, I think more testing might be needed. And also, that weird comment about mark of the beta makes me think that yeah, there's probably gonna be another test, most likely.
Oh, look at Nemi with the other hat.
What?
Whoa, really?
Where?
I see, like where the lag is.
Where the
sometimes
I just saw
lag
some-
is?
I just saw somebody with a shop.
Oh, I see Inkwell jumping. Yo, let me screenshot you. I did. Where's Nemi without her hat?
No pay to win.
Holy moly. Oh, I see. She's at the up top. That's cool.
hmm Yeah, the when it comes to Orbis, like Orbis at lunch, yes or no? I would say, you know what? I would say yes, sure. Why not? I like quests. The fact that I have other continent to hunt for quests and get away from Victoria Island grind, sure. I mean, why not? But the problem is that if you add Orbis, I think naturally you have to add Elnath, no? Because then the tower is taking you nowhere, or the tower doesn't exist.
They have to have Elnath, but you know what they don't have to have right out the gate is the dungeon to Elnath. So like coolies and all that. That
Okay.
part they can keep gated.
Okay. You the guy that you talk to, and then it gets you to the.
Yeah, I think his
Okay.
name is Jeff.
I
His
don't
name is
remember.
Jeff.
His name is Jeff. My name is Jeff. Yeah. Okay. So, yeah. I mean, I guess so. And then if you have the Nath, which like gated, you cannot go. I don't know, but if they just have Orbis basically and a little bit of, sure. I mean, I'm all for it because it makes the, like I said, like I can do other quests and stuff. So
The world bigger, I guess.
I do. Yeah. I do hope that they, like I said, look into the quests. I always try to be reasonable and think about deeper what do I want with my takes. Like for example, I always say that quests should be better, but how better? Like are we talking like when you complete a quest, should it be should a quest give you 20%? Like in the level bracket that you are. Let's say that you and you complete a quest, it gives you 20% of the level. Should it do that? And I start thinking, I don't know. I mean, then you would fly through the levels doing quests now. So I think that a reasonable, let's say at level 30, amount of XP that a quest should give is like 10%. That's reasonable-ish.
I think so. There's not enough quests for that to be like abusive.
Yes, that's right. And number two, I think it would be good to have a little bit more quests, like maybe 20% more, because I feel sometimes that there is not that many. I guess when you open the continents, then you're gonna quest, I guess, but
I think some of the quests were missing, or maybe they made them like higher level because
They did change some of the levels, I noticed.
yeah, and I do think that I don't know, maybe they didn't have them for the beta just because, or maybe they just don't plan on having them on launch. I don't know the exact order that all of the quests came because I know that in some patches more quests were introduced, so I'm not sure if they want to do that, like just introduce them later, or they just reserve themselves for this test. However, I do think that quests should give like 10 to 20% HP, EXP. I think the way I would balance it is
I think it
give-
depends on the levels for me. It's like if you're low level, sure. Like if you're low level, a
Mhm.
quest could give like easily 20%, maybe even 30.
Maple Island could be north of 20% easily.
yeah,
Yeah.
but like quests can be a little bit more EXP, a little bit more meso, or instead of meso, just give potions. And if you want to make the quests give more EXP and be more rewarding, what you can do to balance it is just make the quest harder. Because I feel like a lot of the harder quests back then, which was like, kill like 200 of this mob, they actually shortened it to like 30. However, they shortened it to 30, but the quest reward is ass. So I rather just kill 100 to 200 mobs and actually have it be rewarding. And maybe I have that, like, makes me have a little grind sesh in that new map that I never did before, right? So it makes me go out of my comfort zone or go out of my grind zone to have this little grind sesh. And at the end of it, I'm actually rewarded with a good quest reward.
Bro, this
Yeah, I'm
is a
totally
stress
totally
test.
with you on that. I don't mind it taking a long time because it facilitates the grind. You know, it causes you to sit down in a place that maybe you wouldn't have stayed long, right? So going to some, kill 20 junior neckies is like kind of nothing, but
Mm-hmm.
having to settle down and kill 100, that you might get a drop, while you're there. It's like an interesting moment that forces you to stay in a spot that you wouldn't normally spend any time in. And yeah, just make the reward better.
Yeah. Right now, some of the kill quests, because like party grinding is so prevalent, let's say, you can just party up and the quest is instantly done. Like it'll tell you to kill, I don't know, like 30 junior neckies. Maybe you already had some skins in your inventory. You'd find the party and the quest is done in like 2 minutes. But at the same time, okay, it's quick, but the reward is so bad that it really didn't even matter. That's just my take.
Okay,
I don't know. They have to
why
rework
have quests
quests.
there if they don't matter at all? Yeah, exactly. So I'm just reading some chat. It's like, why have quests if they don't matter at all? Exactly. I mean, right now, either quests should provide better rewards or they should provide more XP, whatever they want to
Both.
do it in this way. So, or both, right? So I'm down for both. And that's the problem. Like, I'm a completionist in this case. I will complete no matter what. And I'm gonna like run memes on it. Like, for example, reading what is it that I want, and just make memes about it. But but even like still outside of the memes and me like creating content around quests or whatever, they should definitely make it more worth it for people like to go for it. It's just too bad. It was not worth it at all. I was doing quests to test it, and that's why I didn't level up as fast. But yeah, I mean, should be
Yeah, I mean,
definitely, yeah.
basically, only people doing all the quests were just doing it for completionist sake, right? But I
Yep.
mean, I don't know. Just the fact that Maple's so limited on actual content, right? It really depends on its community to give it value or meaning, beyond just number go up.
Hmm.
So I definitely think that quests should have more incentive, because even if people don't read it, it helps you to explore the world and do more
Hmm.
things.
Absolutely.
And it's just having a little bit, like, they don't need to go crazy, right? Like you were saying, that it could just scale with your level, so that once you're level 40, even if it only gives you like 5% or something, that's still worthwhile, I think.
Hmm.
Hmm.
If you're level 40, yeah, absolutely. If you're level
Yeah.
40, I would say maybe a little bit more, but if you're level 40 and you're doing a quest giving you between 5 and 10%, I think it's valid. I think it's good. I would do them. I think that's worth it. And yeah, rewarding you stuff at the end, right? So if there's a long question, something that matters. Um it's something I noticed on the, what's it called? On the wow, Forgotten Hollow, is that the quests were actually seem to be more tuned there. They were newer, right? They oh my god, someone they're
We're all
probably
gonna die.
Uh-oh. What happened?
There's
Oh no.
junior Balrogs everywhere.
I don't even know what I
We're all being how do you
executed.
say, executed.
Fuck it. I'll die for the Maple gods. I'll be a sacrifice. Oh boy.
How do I know
For
once
the-
I've taken the picture? That's what I want to know.
I took two
Oh,
pictures.
I died. I took my
But
pictures.
I'm not seeing anywhere. Okay. Hold on, let me.
Something I want to say
Yeah.
about Quest, bro.
Mhm.
I wouldn't mind if they gave like 10% XP, because
Yeah, that's
But
good.
think about it. Let's say at level 40, you get a handful of new quests, and the next like handful of quests is, let's say, at 45. So you jumping, let's say it's like 15 different quests, and you do all 15 quests. So that's like 10% each. That gets you to 41 and a half, maybe even 42 if you also like grind it. So that means you still have to grind on your own from 42 to 45. Like there's still gonna be a good mix of good EXP every now and then from quest, but also it won't just like boost you all the way to 70 or boost you all the way to 120 or whatever your
it's
goal
not going to
is.
invalidate the grinding that you're going to need to do. It's just
Exactly.
going to ease the arrival at a certain level bracket.
Exactly.
Right, you get to level 35. Maybe you get to 36 a little bit faster.
Yeah.
But
And
you'll
then,
run out soon enough.
exactly. It should be like a little mix of good quests that you run out of, and then you diversify with either doing PQs or doing some grinding in between. Like I would like the game to be a little bit more dynamic, where you have to mix all these things together and like make quest viable and good, but at the same time, those are gonna run out eventually.
Yeah, 10% is level 40 for a quest that is fine. I think also depending on the quest, I think that if the quest change, let's say your 5 quests, for example, I think the last quest should give, to put an example, give more than normal, let's say 15%, or something, and then that's it. And people say, oh, wow, 20% for a quest, that's too much at level 40. And I'm like, well, yes, but like, well, let's say that you level to 41, right? You did all these quests, and now you're level 41.
Mm-hmm.
Level 41, there is no quest, right? So like, or you have to grind. It's not gonna you're gonna escape the grind through quests. But at the same time, if you decide to go the path of quests, I think it should definitely reflect a good reward, like experience-wise. And I don't think there is nothing. I don't think there is anything wrong with it. With that, I think there's actually a benefit, because a lot of people do like to do quests. Like you said, people like to explore. You know, like it's a good way to explore an area and whatnot. So obviously, like a game like an MMO like World of Warcraft is different than this game. But in World of Warcraft, when you get to an area, a bunch of quests, right? So allows you to explore the area, right? So you know it better. If you are interested about the lore, it tells you the lore of it. And I think that's the way quests are supposed to be, right? So tell you the lore and make you explore, make people like get away from the grind. And if they have to grind, let's say from level 40 to 50, if they let's say grind, if they did quests from level 40 to 41, and they basically leveled up that entire level doing quests, there shouldn't be, hey, that's wrong. No, I mean, it's just like they still have to grind a lot of that bracket, but they at least they stressed out. They remove some stress of the grind by doing quests. And right now, impossible. You cannot do that. Like that's
yeah, right now you'd also waste so much money, right?
Yeah.
Trying to do some of them.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that has to do with so many things, like accuracy formula, and that you're getting, which is fine, but pods are harder to come by, even though they're technically cheaper. There is like so many like contradictions there, because, like I said, pods are cheaper. Technically, they heal you more, but mesos are scarce, more scarce, and so yeah, it's just.
Speaking of exploration, what do you guys think about the monster book? Should they add that right away? Or should that fit
Yes,
it?
yes,
One
yes.
bajillion %.
Yes, I love that.
Yeah, here I have one of my topics, mobs. I have one of the I divided it in section with mobs. One of the things is monster cards and monster book, basically. That has to be in the game. Come on.
I
Why
love
not?
that feature.
I mean, it's such an amazing thing, especially for people that like to grind, right? So say, you know what? Let me grind this specific mob until I unlock all the information that there is to it.
Yeah.
I would do that 100%.
I'd love it, but I also don't want it to give stats. You know how later in the game they introduced, like with Monster Book, they started giving like stats, and then there was like set bonuses. So if you picked up all the monsters from a certain area, let's say like Elenia, you'd get like the Elenia set bonus or whatever. I rather it just not give stats. Just keep it as a fun kind of quality of life thing where people can
Yeah.
play of it,
Yep.
play with it as a completionist, play with it as
Yep.
an achievement hunter of sorts, right?
And they could add even something nice about it, like for example you know how, okay, so an idea that I have about the master book is like if you're a hunter that has completed the master book, let's say that you have completed 20% of the entries, for example, right? I think it would be interesting to like all of a sudden a quest unlocks in a town, like someone that never gave you a quest before now is giving you a quest. It's like, and the quest is like talk is saying, oh, I see that you are becoming a hunter yourself. I used to be a hunter myself, and stuff like that and whatever. I wonder if you'll be able to hunt this thing. And all of a sudden, like it sends you to another a part of the map, whatever, where you have to hunt a specific creature to add it to the book, right? And then gives you experience or whatever. Maybe not a specific badge or reward or whatever, but just a normal quest that unlocks after you keep completing. I think that would be interesting for quote unquote the lore of the monster book. To make sure that like, as you complete it, like the world changes around you being a hunter, if that makes sense. I don't know what you guys think about that.
I like
but...
the idea of it giving you like a really almost negligible buff towards those mobs, because wouldn't that make sense if you've studied wild boars by hunting them so long that maybe you have increased crit damage against them. Like I'm talking like 2 to 5%. You know what I mean? I think something like that could be a fun way to do it, where it's like not totally game breaking, but it gives you like that tiny incentive. That,
Absolutely.
Would make people that aren't just doing it for completion sake, want to do it.
Absolutely.
And maybe you get some of those by accident just by training somewhere long enough. But
yeah, monster book definitely.
The monster book's like so. I love it because it's like the only source of lore for, 90% of the mobs. You know what I mean? Like most of them, like all you have the lore to go off of is like their etc. items or any related quests. But otherwise, you don't know anything about them outside of what the monster book tells you.
Yeah.
So that's the other part.
Yeah, I guess so. There is another thing. Like something that I would love to see in this game is that something minor, but I don't know how do you guys feel about that. Is like I wish that mobs not only tell you the name of the mob, but also say the level. Like give a little bit of the level next to it. I don't know how you guys
Do
feel
you want to
about
know
that.
something interesting real quick about that? Somebody I was playing with yesterday noticed. Now I couldn't see this myself because I couldn't hit them, but maladies, for whatever reason, their level was showing up.
Really?
Isn't that interesting?
It is interesting.
Ooh.
It was a cleric. Yeah, it was a cleric.
But
so they could hit it, but obviously I couldn't.
Is that the only mob that shows the level, or
The only mob that we saw that showed levels.
ah, that's interesting.
I think it should be. I think it should be a thing because, like, sometimes in this game, it happens that you go to an area and you're like, "Oh, this mob looks cute. I think I'm gonna be fine," and literally one shot.
That's Forgotten Hollow.
Yeah, exactly. So, like, it would be nice that the moment you attack a mob, not like display it all the time necessarily, but the moment you attack a mob in some way, let's say you miss or whatever, then you have aggro of the mob on the bottom. Instead of that, just like also having the name, but also having the level.
Yeah, and make it red. You know what I mean?
Yes,
Once you
that would
so
be
you-
also an addition.
yeah.
Yes, like in World of Warcraft. Yes,
Exactly.
because that's what
where
I'm
it's like,
thinking. In
"Ooh."
World of Warcraft, yeah, in World of Warcraft, you see a mob that has a skull in it, and you're like, oh yeah, I know that
Yeah.
I cannot find
True.
that mob.
You're like, oh
So-
boy.
Or it's red, right? So I can, and you see it there. So I think that's good. I don't think I think that would help everybody. So
Do you guys love the weather here, where it's like raining gravestones?
where?
If
Ah.
you go over
Harbor.
to like near the boat, especially, it's like literally raining gravestones. Just...
Yeah, it's here too, actually.
Yeah.
I wonder how long they're gonna keep this going for.
I'm in
don't know.
Hennis's park with some people from the MapleStory Discord, like the unofficial Discord. We're gonna take a screenshot here if you guys want to come.
On the Genesis
sure.
Park?
If I can get out.
Yeah,
Every
I
time I
was.
spawn, I'm dead.
I had
I
to
don't think I can
revive,
get
and I
him.
was spamming a return to a linear scroll because it's the only scroll I had.
Oh god. Yeah, I can try. I'm gonna try.
And then I took a taxi to Hennessy's Park.
Yeah, I
Where-
don't think I can. I don't think it's possible.
They're trying to do a
It's-
little screenshot in the pet park.
It is. It is. I don't think it's possible for me.
Bro, just
Like
spam.
every time I spawn.
It took me like 20 times, but I got it
I have
off.
to move the scroll. I have to move my inventory right on top of the OK button. I think that's gonna be the way to do it.
I'm seeing Eleveny like die all the time, like me.
Uh,
Jesus Christ! I don't think I can.
Oh, I
wonder
love
if
this
this
name.
is like a pseudo stress test for them. Oh, I got out.
Probably.
Wow.
I love this
So
guy's
smooth
name.
now.
His name is Roar XD. Really brings me back 20 years.
Yeah, MySpace.
Yeah.
That's so funny. So you're at
you
the
said-
Hennessy's Pet Park. I'll spend my last 1.5k to get there.
Yo, this guy in my chat said, exclusive quest sounds like a really cool idea, and also expanding on lore in little ways like that is part of the reason why I love the game, in my opinion. Yeah, I think that was what Layman was saying about not only the monster book giving lore, like Eleveny said, but also maybe unlocking new quests or like new things in the lore. That'd be cool.
Oh, I got it. Okay. What is it that you guys are?
The Hennessy's Pet Park.
Pet Park.
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
That's over at the.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know.
This guy level 40
Wait,
doesn't even know where
Am I
Pet
going
Park
to the right
is.
place? No, I went past it.
I didn't do the quest. Will I be able to join? I don't think I will.
What do you mean? You don't need a quest. You just
Yeah, you
I
just
know,
walk
but,
in.
like, it's-
Oh, I
it's
see
the,
Roar XD.
The
The
guy.
game
This
servers
guy
will be
was the good
closing at
quest.
5 p.m. Okay, and 30 minutes.
30 minutes. Yo, that was chaos in Lith Harbor. Did y'all get at least a
Yeah,
few
that-
pics? A few print screens?
I mean, yeah, I got plenty of footage. It's gonna be funny to look through all that.
Oh yeah. I like that armor store with Nemi and Inkwell summoning a million Balrogs. That was cool.
Oh, I can't even click on this guy. I thought I'd be able to fame the GM.
Oh my god, I can't even go up.
By the way, what's up, Bevy? Glad to see you again here. I'm doing good. I'm having fun. Lith Harbor's been crazy as hell.
Are we inside
but-
of the pet park? But
Sorry, I'm talking and
I think we were
I
going to,
muted
but
the
there's all
guys.
these people here.
But yeah, Lith Harbor was crazy. It was laggy as hell. I'm sure you guys saw. But yeah, it's that's cool. That's part of the fun interactions we have with GMs now. The last day feels bad, man.
they're like, "Hi, Mr. Layman," but I don't know
It's
if they
yo
know.
mama, as he says.
Yo, taco.
Oh, GM Taco's here. Come here, Layman. Where's Eleveny? I'm gonna take my own
wait,
little screenshot.
Are
here.
you inside the pet park?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
I am.
another
Okay,
GM.
I'm coming in.
Who's that? Oh, Potato. I think he's one of the community managers. And he looks ugly as fuck. What is that face, bro? Oh, Lord.
I don't even know.
I can't find him. Oh, Taco? Okay.
Yeah, Taco's in the far right, and then I saw Potato
Yeah.
somewhere. Oh, he's like right behind you, Eleveny.
Yeah, I see him. Breathing down my neck.
Whoa! Hey, yo. MapleStory action. And someone in my chat
escaping
says,
Deathloop was rough.
I hope GMs are active when the game launches too. I hope so too.
Yeah, maybe.
Well, Layman's gonna ask a question.
Lay it on us.
Thank you for playing Paige, Layman, says Jeffrey.
And
Thank you for your service. Why do you guys do not respond to private messages on Discord? Sad face. Potato's doing F4.
Yo, I want Nemi in here, man. I want her in the little.
Potato says, "I'm so sorry." Are they though?
Are they? That face doesn't convince me. Look at ooh.
Yeah.
Look at that emote.
That's horrible.
Yeah, it's horrifying.
That is disturbing.
It's a crazy face.
Oh my god, the F2. Yeah, no, that's nightmare fuel.
Ugh.
Yeah, one of the things that I will talk about in a video is like the communication. I said is they are there like the community managers, but they don't respond. I mean, like, shouldn't they be there? You know what I mean? Talking like, say, hey, I have a question. I go from there. Like, it's I cannot fathom like why someone like Eleveny, right, that has so much influence in the community as of now, like cannot just like message one community manager, say, hey, what's up? This I have a question, or them. They say, hey, I have a key here, or whatever, right? So I think it should be more out there, and it could be like you said, Grog. It's like maybe they're scared because of the Nero situation, but come on, not everybody's like Nero that is gonna be. As soon as you give him a microphone, they're gonna protest or something.
Yeah. No, absolutely.
Bro, I'd slip into Eleveny's DMs if I was one of the community managers. I'd be like, hey, yo, what's a goodie, my gang? You got a code? No? Now you do.
Yeah,
Keep-
exactly.
Keep it between us, buddy.
That's why I was like hoping they'd have like a form or something when they said that there was gonna be signups. I thought there'd be like a form where maybe you could have a little box where you fill out. I'd be like, oh, I have a YouTube channel, you know, to like consider. But no, it was just totally random.
Nah,
So,
they prefer Instagram codes, and I'll tell you this, 100,000,000%. If instead of giving out 20 fucking codes in Instagram, sorry about the cursing, they just gave 4 different community like content creators, like 10 codes each or something, that would have been better. That would have brought way more people and eyes to the game than like Instagram shares. Because who the hell like who's sharing this, and who are they sharing it with?
yeah.
Right? So many people just, you know, the point of the post was, you know, link your friends. Who would you play MapleStory with? You look at the comments and it's like people adding Abercrombie and Fitch, like companies. It's like, like, what do you mean, bro? And they're adding like bot accounts or whatever. So I don't know. What I'm trying to say is, I think more eyes. If they wanted to do like an advertising stunt, it would have been a lot better if they involved more of the community instead of just making an Instagram post like that.
Yeah, totally. That's like, I mean, I don't know, that kind of socializing is akin to screaming into the void, right? Like people don't, it's not like a meaningful connection really, nor do I think it's like effective marketing, to be
Mhm.
honest.
Yeah. No,
they'd have
Yeah,
a
because
way-
like, look,
Yeah.
seeing them here, like for example, like I see Potato, Taco, like these are the community managers that you see in the Discord. Like they're here chilling, talking to the community, maybe not answering like deep questions or whatever, but they're here, right? So there is no harm in them to be like, oh, okay, oh, you're a content creator, obviously, like let's say Eleveny. Oh, okay, they know who you are. It's like okay, and they have a closer communication. Maybe you have a deeper question that people don't know about. For example, it's like, hey, can you tell me a little bit more about the accuracy? Like, why is it that is so bad or whatever? Maybe they're not developers. Maybe I don't know, but they could maybe ask that or they know about it. It's like, oh yes, you know what it is? It's because we're doing this and that and whatever, right? They're testing this and that, and then you can give that answer to your community. Say, I mean, if you are that kind of person that creates that your content obviously is not commentary or whatever. You are a storyteller, right? But still, I mean, like being able to make a post is like, hey guys, the managers, and they told me that the accuracy formula will be fixed, is messed up because of this, and I don't know.
It's significant. I mean, yeah, it's like, also it's like, I mean, I don't know, I feel biased too, but it's like, I get comments all the time of people being like, wow, after this video, I really want to play Classic World or something. You know, people like can stumble across something that makes them want to play the game. And so, yeah, I mean, showing that they have like communication with like content creators, I think would be awesome, because it would just give a better sense of confidence, I think, about it as a product, you know?
Yes.
And it doesn't always have to be just preferential treatment, right? Some people will say like, oh, you know, they're reaching out to content creators or whatever because they get preferential treatment. But at the same time, it does help the game and the game's lifespan, and even
I was so surprised that they didn't give like keys to all of the big content creators to promote the game. I was so surprised about that.
They give a key to someone like XQC or something. I'm not saying that guy's gonna play MapleStory.
I know what you mean. Yeah, I know what you mean. Absolutely.
Just imagine someone like him, very influential, someone like,
absolutely,
I don't know, MMO players like Asmongold or a Soda Poppin', you know, big MMO players. They give them one key to play this game out for 30 minutes, and that'll have an influx of like 20 to 50,000 players overnight. I'm not, again, these are all hypotheticals, but it seems like a lot of the people that are moving games nowadays, it's not even the game companies, it's the people playing the game and doing content creation, basically.
The quote-unquote influencers.
Yeah, thank you.
As cringy as that term is.
Yeah. I hate that term, but it's true, right? And so I think they're... I mean, we talked about this, Layman. When we did the last video, the little podcast style, but I said something about like the marketing team does a terrible job. I still think that, especially with the California test. I don't know. That marketing team is buns.
Do you put salt in this? So, no, I was just talking to my wife. So she brought me food. So, anyways, yeah, like someone said in the chat, Asmongold won't touch next on game. Yeah, of course. I'm not. He's just giving a grog, of course. But I think like people like, I'm not saying Pokemon, but there are big streamers that like the idea of MapleStory, even Just Trophy, right? So just like, hey, test this classic experience, see how it goes. They had some there is a story behind MapleStory and Just Trophy. They're like, see, that is bad actually. Just Trophy doesn't want to touch MapleStory in any way because of what happened. But overall, I think that this should be a redemption arc for them. Like having more content, and it seems that they do. Like you see these posts that they make, and it seems that it's a content creator that is making them and all of this, and I don't understand who these people are. Do these people even stream? It's like, yeah, I mean, they should redeem themselves by definitely being more open for communication. And I'm not gonna shit on them like in my coming video, but I'm definitely gonna criticize in some part, like the fact that they're not communicating as much. So yeah,
well, it's never too late to change, you know.
I know,
but yeah, I mean, it definitely, like, these days, I mean, I'm not the biggest like TikTok or Instagram user. I don't really use them at all, but when I do ever venture into the apps or whatever, like what I see is that the advertising landscape is really like UGC these days. Like that's what really like actually works more than, you know, your typical like in your face advertisement. So it's like, I don't know. I think that they're better served with that than like the random social campaigns that they would have, like what you were saying with like the, oh, invite a friend or tag your friend and we'll give you a chance for a key or whatever. Yeah.
I feel like that's very out of touch of them.
Yeah, because right now we are. It's true. I mean, influencer culture. That's what it is. I mean, it's contact influencers. They
One sec, I'm writing a little message back here.
Yeah, I was a little surprised actually that when I was in game, like a lot of people were recognizing stuff. Is like, what is this? What the fuck? I'm super small. I'm a small YouTube, like super small YouTube.
I was also surprised how many people were like, "Oh, yo, seeing your stuff." That's like, you know, just because in the grand scheme of things, there's so many, so many Maplers, right? And it's like, not all of them even watch content necessarily. So, but I think all things considered, it is a smaller space compared to, like, for example, OSRS. There's so many content creators because it's such a bigger world that I think it's easier to get lost in, you know. Whereas for Maple, I feel like you can count it on like two hands, you know, like the majority of them that most people know, and then there's a lot of smaller ones that I'm still finding new ones every day because a lot of people are starting to make content for Classic World, which is awesome.
Yeah, bro, I got my first.
Really
Sorry, go ahead. I was just gonna say, like, first day, I got my little first influencer Benny. I got 30 lemons and 30 meat. I fucking pogged. Okay.
That's funny. Yeah, no, I was very pampered, especially by Mr. Jeffrey out there. Hooked me up with hundreds and hundreds of lemons throughout the past week.
I wrote down feet, please, with the letters. Someone in chat was like, Grog, what kind of message is that?
Yeah, look, what I was gonna say is that it's about content creation. Wait, hold on, what is it I wanted to say? That, for example, I'm very surprised that I have even, like, in the I started like 9 months basically. And I'm very surprised that people that I've had this many amount of subscribers so far. I didn't tell anybody to subscribe. I've told people in my life that I am doing like a YouTube experiment, see how it goes, but I don't tell people to subscribe to my channel or anything. Actual people that care about what I'm saying and whatever. And I'm very surprised because I'm just literally a yapper that yaps about game. I also have an accent. I don't have like the most what's the word? Appealing like voice or whatever. For example, when I hear Eleveny like talking about like the storytelling, it's like alluring. It's like nice. It's like, okay, let me listen to this guy.
I wouldn't use that term.
And I was saying also the with Grog has like a nice like explain your things, you listen, right? But I listen to my own voice and what is this shit? You know what I mean? I was just like it's been an
you don't give yourself enough credit.
Yeah, I guess not, but it's just like I look at my content and stuff like that, and I try to put something nice something nice out there, and I'm surprised I like the so like actually very surprised. So I just wanted to jab about the game that I like, and that's it. That was my answer.
I think it matters more what you say, you know, than how it sounds or whatever. And you say things that I think a lot of people agree with. A lot of people.
Yeah, I think so. I think that's what it is.
Things that a lot of people might be thinking, right? But not everybody wants to take the time to make a YouTube channel and throw it out into the world.
That's the main intention, the main reason why I created the channel. Like, I have so much stuff that I want to say, and I wonder if people have the same takes that I do.
Somebody in the chat says, "Bro thinks an accent isn't alluring. Who's gonna tell him?"
Bro thinks an accent isn't.
Bro, your wife better keep you safe and secure. Some people actually like your accent. I'm just saying.
That's crazy. I don't know.
Um, I mean, yeah, I got into making videos just because I love talking about this game. I mean, all the time, me and my brother would just talk MapleStory, right? We would talk about the game. We would talk about, whoa, wouldn't it be crazy if they ever did Classic? And there's been like bring Classic back movement for many, many years now. And obviously
Decades.
it's always been faced with no and bans, and it was actually like, unless it was a nostalgia post, you just get your post deleted or stuff like that in Reddit and Nexon forums.
Yeah.
It was a little bit taboo. Like talking about Classic was a little bit taboo. And so when it actually happened, me and my brother were so surprised that he was like, and many years he was always like, "Yo, we should do like a YouTube channel or something," and we kept talking about it and talking about it. And so it happened, and I said, "F it, let's actually do it for fun, even as a hobby." And yeah, now here we are
Mhm.
playing Classic
I was
Beta.
very
It's
surprised
crazy.
too. Actually, I was like, "What?"
Dude, yeah, it totally caught me by surprise that they announced it because they said multiple times that they never would.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, even though we're gonna be waiting maybe a little longer than we thought, I've heard some people even say they think it's not gonna release till next year. I hope they're wrong, but at this point we've been waiting so long that it's like, whenever it's ready, it's ready, and regardless of how perfect or imperfect it is, it's gonna be a good time. And I think that pretty much anybody who has interest in it is gonna be there. It's just a matter of seeing if they'll stick around.
Yeah, and I've been thinking about so much stuff about my content and what to do. Like, I even created like the join channel stuff, and I haven't like edited much. It's like, but I'm like, what am I gonna post there? What am I gonna do? I don't know. I still figuring things out. Obviously, I'm new in this. Like even the streaming stuff is like some people told me that it's great. You should stream and so it's like I don't know. What am I gonna? Sometimes I like to play the game and just like be, you know what I mean, and grind quietly and just listen to a podcast in the background or whatever.
I agree.
And I cannot do that if I'm
You
streaming.
could be the podcast.
Right, right.
That's what
But
that's...
but I personally like my favorite streamer. I don't watch streams like rarely. I was watching a lot of streams of this because I really wanted to be in touch and know what's going on. But I rarely watch streams. But the only streamer ever that I've watched actually and had fun watching was Forsen. I don't know if you guys know Forsen.
Oh, I okay, sorry. I hate Forsen. Some of his streams are freaking cancer. People just
I know, that's what I love
spam.
about it. It's like,
Okay.
I feel like
They're
I
just
love I
spamming
love the
music.
cancer music. Yes, I love the cancer music and all of these like weird things. And the only thing, like, if I stream, I was like, maybe I just should have some kind of like cancer music in the background, like literally like cancer music, and that's it. I don't know, but I still don't know what my style of streaming even would be because to me, I find that fun. Like, I don't watch his streams anymore, but I remember used to like seeing the chat going wild, like and spamming the cancer music when he was in games, stream sniping him, like literally cancer that you would never listen to actually on your own. And I personally found that so funny, and I was like, oh, maybe my stream should be like that, but so.
I'm good.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
why not?
Layman, you're all about the memes, so yeah. If you do,
Oh,
stream, you gotta lean into that.
True. I do love your memes in your videos.
Yeah, like I like the memes.
Definitely
I like
the memeiest maple tuber.
Yeah, I would say I got inspiration from Joe Hog actually, like because he does put memes as well,
Mhm.
and yeah, as of a content creator, I really love the idea of putting memes. I feel like if I don't put a meme in my video, I think I failed. Did I have
Oh my
such a
God. That's your measure of success.
yes, actually. There is this meme that I want to post when I talk about warriors that I want to create. Oh my god, I'm gonna have so much fun creating that meme because when I create memes while editing my videos, I have fun myself because I laugh creating them, right? So that's what it is.
Yeah, I can tell you have fun making them. And that's what helps make it funny too. It's like I can tell, you're probably over there like
Exactly. Yeah.
yeah. Yeah,
Someone in my
that's
chat
good though.
said Forzen was like the OG Twitch brain rot.
Actually, yes.
The beginning of brain rot.
Yeah. Oh man.
And people have been like demanding that the podcast style like conversation sessions continue. We will definitely do that. We will get together, sit down, and actually break down different topics, like in more detail.
With more
After
structure.
this is over.
Yeah, with more structure.
No, this is just like talking randomly, whatever. But with more structure, like actually going deeper into certain things. I want to do that. I need to set it up basically similar to what we did before in the first thing. And I've got messages, people saying like, "Oh, keep doing that," and I like that podcast style kind of thing. Like I just like put it in the background and listen to it, whatever. So definitely like we would go through that. I would ask some of the question which you don't have to answer right now. Those kind of podcast kind of videos. It's about the inspiration. I want to ask so many questions to Eleveny for the people, right? So the inspirations for his videos, like how does he know so much about the lore, and where does he get all this lore information?
Because he's the GOAT.
Crazy. Like, all right, so it's like all of these things for the people to know. Probably people curious about that because the big creators out there of MapleStory, you have Eleveny, which is the storyteller. You have Togain, which is like the patch breakdown, explaining you how
He's a
things
historian, dude.
Yes, historian.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I love that.
Then you have Coppersan, which is the news reporter. Then you have Joe Hawk, which is like a meme kind of ranting. So he doesn't rant that much, but like meme guy that puts memes out there and whatever, and so on, right? So that is like
Joe Hawk I see is like the comedy guy. Like you know, like all his videos are like, but they have to be funny. They always are funny, you know.
Yes.
And you know, obviously videos and streams, but like I love his like, I don't know how to call it, like this scrappy approach where it just like feels like really like fast, you know, and it's like it's fast and funny.
Yeah.
And you know, Dino Fry is definitely the prolific streamer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He's always live.
Yeah.
I just try to analyze.
I guess
stuff.
they both were though. I mean, I swear, any time of the day I opened up YouTube, I could see at least one of them were live. You know,
Dino and Yohawk.
yeah.
Yeah, bro, they streamed hell, and I always just had them on a second screen while I was studying.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
it
only
was nice to
played.
pop in and out.
Yeah, I played like 2-3 hours a day, and I'd consume like over 12 hours of MapleStory every day during beta. But hey, I mean,
I'm gonna miss it, man.
I'm gonna miss it too.
That's one of the things.
F4 in chat.
F4.
Little tears emoji. Bro, 2 more. Wait, is it 2? 3
4
more
minutes. 3 minutes, yeah.
Oh man.
It's gonna be like New Year's Eve countdown.
Yeah. Do you think third job will get a lot of changes? And do you think like it'll come out in launch? I don't think so, but
I also don't think so.
Okay.
It'd be a little bit too much, I think. Now, that being said, I don't think that they can wait like 6 months. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, like I think like maybe 3 months.
Yeah,
Two
that's
to
a
3
decent
months.
amount. Enough to give people like reason to work towards it. And I mean, you're always gonna have the people who go hard and are gonna get there before everybody else.
Yeah, I ain't doing that shit.
But most people won't. Most people are not. So it's like there's no reason to build the entire game around like 0.1% who are gonna like play the game 24 hours a day. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Especially these days, because like
Absolutely.
nobody, most of us are adults, so ain't got time. For
Yeah,
that.
I actually I was not locked in when I started. and I logged in like the last 2 days, and I leveled up like crazy.
You went
I
hard,
leveled-
man.
I
Went from like
leveled
30
up.
to 40 really
Yes, in 2 days. Literally, I logged in 2.5 days, I would say.
Mhm.
But my eyes were getting red. I was feeling bad because my wife is very chill. She just like I have in the room where I have the PC. I have this big bean bag that she lays down there and reads books and whatever next to me.
Oh, that's
and
cute.
she's just there. But I was feeling bad because it's like, oh my god, I actually spend time like with my wife. And then it's like, man, it was. But I at the same time I want to look into at least get to level 40, and I did. So, but that's the thing. I was taking it chill at the beginning, right? So it's like, oh, let me level up a little bit and do this, do that, and test things. I wanted to test things because for my videos too.
Mhm.
So, yeah, it was but and in launch, definitely I'm not gonna be let me lock in and be top notch. I'm gonna take my time. I'm gonna do quests because I want to do quests. I'm gonna read the quest. Actually, I want to read all the quests and say and see if there is even a typo. Hey, wait, there is a. Okay. But just read the full thing is like and check things out and so.
Dude, yeah, that's one of the things. I want to read all the quests, but I didn't want to like spoil it too much by like reading through it this time.
Yeah, me neither.
But yeah, next time, like whenever it actually comes out, I'm definitely gonna be streaming a lot, especially the first like couple weeks.
Mhm.
And I'm gonna be trying to read everything, you know, voice acted and everything. Oh, is that it?
It's it. I think so.
No.
Is that it?
Oh no.
That's it. The lights are going out.
I was about to send my
Yeah.
message.
The lights
it
have
couldn't.
gone out, guys. You cannot access the game for one of the following reasons. The game world is down for maintenance. You are banned or your internet connection is not stable. Can you imagine they ban me at the last
all the
second?
three, all the three options.
Screw you guys in particular. you know?
And your connection is unstable, and the game is on maintenance.
That's
Dude,
hilarious.
that's
Launcher
crazy.
says the closed online test has ended. Thanks for playing. Oh man. That was nice to see till the very end.
Everyone got banned.
Someone in chat. That was a refreshing journey. It was, man. It was.
Yeah, it was
awesome.
actually.
That's-
I see the message here.
Everyone
The
got
game
banned.
world is down from maintenance.
I mean, you guys saw the like ominous message they said about gained access, like unauthorized
Ooh.
access.
Yes.
I was sweating, man. Like I was sweating.
True.
I know, right? I was
Yeah, they were like,
okay.
access is supposed to be to the people we gave them, like, to their emails. I'm like, oh boy, I'm sweating.
Yeah, I don't know. So, yeah, so if there is an open beta, I think the open beta released out 2 months from now. The problem is that I don't understand. Like, if they make an open beta, does that mean that the characters are gonna get wiped again? What's the objective? Is the objective level 50 again? Is it gonna be longer? Things like that, I guess. So,
Yeah.
is it gonna be like straight from open beta to release right away? Your character doesn't get wiped. What would you guys like to see if there's an open beta?
If they're doing open
Yeah.
beta, they will wipe. They almost definitely will wipe.
Yeah.
But I can imagine them raising the limit to like 70. And maybe making it twice as long. I hope it's not months like the original GMS beta was, because even though that made sense back then, I think a lot of people would get it out of their system if they did that now.
Honestly, I don't think I'd care about too many changes for open beta other than them balancing the things that are a little broken right now. Maybe more quests and maybe having KPQ and quests be good. Basically the things that were bad now, like they were kind of like either buggy or unbalanced. But I don't know. I don't think they need to raise the cap or add too much. It'd be okay if just more people get their hands on the game so that more people
Absolutely. I was surprised to
can
see how
give
many
their
people didn't
feedback.
get in. There were a lot of them that
The
wanted to
vast
get in.
majority of people did not
Yes,
have
right.
access.
And kind of
We
for
were lucky,
And we know
right?
what
But
it felt like too. You know, we
yes,
were on the outside. You
absolutely.
if
Absolutely. With the three of us, actually. Yeah. We
Yeah.
were,
if anything, I'd like more people to play it. Not only because obviously I want more people to try the game, but also I want to have a more realistic approach of how are the maps gonna look when we have not 5,000, but like 20, 30,000 people playing this game. Are the maps gonna be like, holy, we're not gonna need 2 channels. We're gonna need like 10 or 20 because we can't find a map. I want to see like how full FM can get with so many people and with like stores actually in FM instead of town. Those are the things I want to see.
Mhm, mhm. Yep.
Well,
Me
guys,
too.
I gotta
Yeah.
get going.
Yeah.
I gotta get going. My family needs me.
Yeah.
Time to do
I
some.
gotta get going.
Yeah.
You watch that episode from The Simpsons? My planet needs me. Like, I gotta get going. My family needs me. Like,
I'm just gonna go eat some
yeah.
lasagna.
Okay. So,
So
anyways, yeah, it was fun to talk to you guys. Obviously, we're gonna definitely plan something out.
I'm down.
We can tease it when it's coming out and whatnot. But first, I'm gonna put my videos out, and then
Yeah.
we're gonna wait a little bit to see if they have some kind of announcement and seeing if we're gonna release open beta this and talk about it, the game and our experiences in the game, and what we thought about certain things. We can create different topics. So yeah,
Yeah.
definitely that's gonna happen. And we're gonna definitely tease it. So yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you for the conversation, of course.
Yeah. The
Take
good
care,
news of
guys.
all this is we all have more time to make content now. So
Yeah, absolutely.
True.
Oh, that's another thing. I was making content within. Actually, I was making stuff playing to create certain videos as well. There was another one out there as well. So that's why I didn't make it to 50. But yeah, it's okay. So yeah, we'll be seeing you guys. And stay in touch for sure.
yeah. Until next time.
Thank you
Can't
guys.
wait to talk to you guys again. And
Yeah.
thanks everyone in chat for showing up and hanging out with us. Really appreciate it.
Oh, yeah.
Awesome.
GG's, guys.
All right.
GG's.
All right. Peace.
Peace. Okay, so before I end stream, I'm still running it here. Very bittersweet feeling and ending. Thank you all for watching the stream. Thanks, Bevy. Thank you for hanging out again. And yes, lasagna. My family's been making. My mom made lasagna. She invited me over, and I'm like, wait, I need to finish the beta. But yeah, I'm just gonna go hang out with the family and have some dinner. Man, again, bittersweet ending. I'll see you all in launch. Hopefully, if there's a beta, of course, I'll play that. I'm not sure if there will be. But yeah, play the beta, play launch. Eventually, I'll make some videos. Right now, I'm going to take a little bit of break because I'm actually studying for my med school exams. Sorry, tongue twist. So yeah, life goes on, and we wait for more MapleStory content when it arrives. I'll probably start building out my Discord a little bit more because I want to make a small community where I want to also make a guild. And so if you guys want to join the Discord, and eventually I'll have more news there, whatever Nexon posts, I'll put it there. Whenever I make more MapleStory content, I'll post it there. Or just subscribe to the channel. And yeah, man, thank you so much for the good lucks and the wishes. What now? Stay true. Dude, we live on. We live on and hope Nexon gives us some news about the game in the next couple of weeks. Hopefully soon, right? Like even some news today or tomorrow, at least for what's the next step, like, right? Like what's next to come. That'd be awesome. If that's a beta, if that's whatever the feedback they got, I would like to make an official ticket of feedback. So in the very first day, they linked something in the Discord, like, if you play the game and you have a ticket to make with some feedback, here's the link. And I think a lot of people should take their time, a lot of the beta players take their time and send in their feedback, right? Because that's part of what will make the game really good and long term when it launches. Right now is the time for them to tackle criticism, for them to tackle things that need to be changed before the game launches, right? Like this is the perfect time. So people should be very meticulous about feedback. Not just, oh, this game feels bad, end quote. No, they should say why it feels bad, what needs changing, and how. I think good detailed descriptions and feedback will help the game in launch. But yeah, that's pretty much the next step. Oh yeah, I hope genuinely give feedback. Yeah, and good feedback, right? Not just I hate the game. This game feels bad. Drop is bad. That's not good feedback. A whole ass essay. True. Yeah, I do have a notepad and a few things written down in my phone and in my computer. So in these days, I'm gonna take my time to really try to decorate that a little bit better worded, kind of essay style, and send that to them because I know, obviously, that is what some of the developers will want to hear, like actual good feedback. And yeah, man, it just seems like I'm yapping right now. Thanks all for watching and staying until the very end. And again, see you when more news comes out. Later, guys. Peace.